Hello, friends. Welcome back to our Wizard Play series. We are about to storm the Iron Keep once again. All right. At this point, I got to make sure that several things are set up. As always, got to make sure my Discord is notified that we are live, and I will check the chat in just a moment. Hope y'all are doing well today. Alright, today I'm still a little sick. The plague has not really left me, despite how long it's passed. But that's alright. I'm much more functional, I think, than I was last time. And, yeah, I think it's going to be good. Michael, friend, hello! So good to see you, friend. You've been consistently the last few streams. Very happy to have you here, man. How's life treating you? I hope all is well for you. I'm glad you were able to make it on a Monday. I know I've been kind of shifting around the stream schedule pretty frequently, and you've been very accommodating with your time in that sense. Good times, good times. Well, already 4 people in here. Hello, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well this evening. We are storming the Iron Keep. It's gonna get real in just a minute, because I feel like I'm going to get completely destroyed again, in a very similar way to how it happened the last 3 streams that I kept stumbling into the Iron Keep and getting destroyed. Grimnir, hello Wizard, hello Grimnir. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well this evening. For anyone wondering, Grimnir, once again, gotta give him a shout out. Epic essayist, covers actually Dark Souls 2 for anyone interested. So please go ahead, check out his stuff. Hope you're doing well, Grimnir. Oh, Wyfet, yes. Hey, still a filthy rat, I see. Man, I don't know, the whole rat thing, I don't even notice it anymore, you know? It's probably not a big deal. This will not come up later, for sure. Yeah, whenever the Rat King, makes me, tests my allegiance, I don't know about then, but until then, yeah, I'm probably fine. Anyway, Wyfat, how is your back doing? You said before you got totally destroyed, and for anyone who doesn't remember, Wyfat's back was destroyed, so hope you're doing better now, friend. Perhaps we're going to see a paladin joining us this evening. Okay, so just off the bat, I want to say, I think the Iron Keep is probably going to be a gift that just keeps on giving, and we're gonna experience even more iron against my head. Oh my god. Oh, just a moment, sorry. A friend of mine walked in. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. A friend of mine just brought me a cool snack. My friend is very cool. I appreciate him doing that. This is gonna be a great stream. I have a wonderful feeling about it. Checking with the voices. Back is better. Hell yeah, Wyfat. Very, very good to hear that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, there we are. I didn't even have to go that far, and we're already getting attacked by these people. Grimnir says, doing great. Got some good script progress today, so that is awesome. Hell yeah, man. That's so good to hear. I really personally need to lock the hell in on my script. I've had like multiple going at this time, and it feels like kind of slightly a mistake that I have so many. But this next Bloodborne one, I have a good feeling about. The one where you and I are going to talk about beasts, it's still in progress. But as I was working in that one, it just occurred to me like, hey, you know what? There's something about Bloodborne that I've never seen anyone talk about, and that I feel like is deeply personal to me. And so I decided to turn that into a script first, or at least while I'm feeling the inspiration. Also, what kind of Mario thing are we about to walk into here? This feels, classic lava castle, actual turtle enemy over there, weird platforms on chains, surely exciting times. Let's see what's going to happen if I pull this lever. Okay, alright. Huh? Oh! Well, I deserved. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to cast it with that. Okay, there we go. Sorceries are delightful. I do like my sorceries. Man, today I'm hoping to... I don't know, not quite sure exactly what I'm hoping for, but I'm hoping... I'm planning on the Iron Keep revealing something about myself today. As always, it's a very teaching thing going through the Iron Keep. Been reading a little bit of Sun Tzu in preparation for this, but I don't know how effective it's going to be here. I don't think Sun Tzu ever really had to go through the Iron Keep. Look at that little... Never mind, I thought there was a little gem... No, there is a little gem lizard. My bad. What is this hell? Okay. Okay. I think he's just gonna walk in. Oh! That was deserved completely, even. I'm still needing to adjust mentally to the ambience of the Iron Keep. But yeah, no, I don't think Sun Tzu could have passed the Iron Keep. Not at least not with one life that he had. Might get some Sun Tzu lore actually at some point throughout this journey today. Grimnir says, "Awesome to hear. Excited to see what comes from the script from those scripts." Same, man. I think it's gonna be honestly probably some of them kind of more vibesy work that I've done up to this point, but I think it'll be good. Anyway, I'm really hoping that this that was kind of scary. What did he just do? Did he just break the bridge? He broke the bridge! Wow, alright, really getting platformer-like in here. Okay. I'm gonna not quite lock in yet, but I'm gonna take this seriously. Also, Wi-Fi says, there seems to be a theme with this playthrough, that whenever the wizard speaks, he gets hit in the face with an arrow. So real for that, Wi-Fi. Yeah, it seems like every time I like tune in with the voices, I more or less stop comprehending the reality of that I inhabit, which not really sustainable if I'm being honest. I probably need to find new techniques for navigating reality and the voices at the same time. Okay. Man, this is I don't know, scary stuff. It feels like... I don't know what it feels like. There was... Okay. Here. Ah, there we go. Nice. That feels fantastic. That I can say. Of course. It is incredible that that I guess, you know, as an undead, there is just like so much trial and error that is permitted in this world. Also, I already did walk in here, didn't I? What is that? I think the Pharaoh's Lockstones have been some of the more confusing items in Drangleic so far, because every time I use them, I never know what they do, and they seem like a precious item, yet they quite consistently have done nothing in particular. And that's okay. Alright. I don't want to go against that guy over there, especially now that he's got all the lava around him, so instead I am going to kind of run, actually. I think that's reasonable. Never mind. Okay, you know what? This is reasonable. Just walk past everybody. Hope that... Oh, yes! I should have probably not tried to parry there. That was surely a mistake. That's okay. Do you guys think I'm gonna stuck? Actually, I'm curious. Everybody's predictions right now. How long are we gonna be in the Iron Keep? You voices already sort of know what to expect. At least some of you do. So I'm just interested. What are y'all imagining at this point? Do y'all think I can beat your expectations, or am I gonna in fact suffer terribly forever having any faith in myself? Okay. This is not the beginning of a death spiral, although it may look like one. We are actually just testing out the fortitude of these knights again. I clearly haven't learned my lessons yet, so... Okay. Man. Well, it feels kind of nice that I can actually defeat him in more or less hand-to-hand combat there. Also, that guy just keeps breaking our bridge. No! Get back! Okay. Well, that was cool. Cool little gimmick. Little actual bridge troll. Well, no, I guess you're not... Are they... Actually, what are these? Do you all know by chance? What is the gimmick with the Turtle Knights? I would love to know. Greener Talks has 1.5 hours. Really? Do I want honest opinions? Yes, I would love honest opinions about how long y'all think this will take. Because that'll give me an incentive to do my best and try to prove y'all wrong. Like, in a good way. I think it's totally doable. To be fair, I also don't actually have a good sense of how big this location is. And that's crazy. I accidentally locked onto over there, that person there, and that's interesting. Something fun about these From Software games is the lock-on mechanic, where, you know, just by spamming the lock-on, you can occasionally just get that for just somehow, like just this third eye opens and you see somebody either in the dark or somebody far away, which is cool. It's useful, slightly immersion breaking, but it's helpful. Okay. You know what? I am really tempted to equip more of the Shadow Orb, because the Shadow Orb really has shown consistent results in this place. Ah. Okay. I mean, like, look at that. The Shadow Orb is kind of unstoppable. Okay, wow, that was... Just got baited there. Okay. I'm just gonna take my time here. One at a time. Nothing too drastic. Also, that was kind of insane what just happened. The modularity of this level is concerning, to say the least. Okay. Oh gosh, I checked in with the voices too soon. That was also a close call, but we're doing okay. Oh. Zero clue what to expect on the other end here. Also, Grimnir says, so rude that he just runs away. Yeah, that was funny. I mean, I like how much character they gave to the turtle just by making him do that. It seems atypical of the creatures in this world. Wi-Fi says probably half the stream at least. Really? Okay. Okay, well, I have all the more incentive to prove you wrong. Gosh, okay. That was a little too close. Man, I've been thinking about, like, iron more in relation to, I guess, magic and stuff. And there seems to be this narrative, again, that I think I've mentioned in the past, where it's like, oh yeah, like the Fae and stuff are vulnerable to iron, and so many fantastical, whimsical creatures are vulnerable to iron. And I think, like, it often gets confused why that is. It's not really because they have some kind of a tolerance, sorry, not tolerance, but a vulnerability to iron in a physical sense, like a slug would to salt. It's more like, wow. No, okay. That's also deserved. A little too much philosophizing there. Okay. Anyway, that was what would they say, between a rock and a hard place? That was straight up. That was that. I'm about to get back to talking about little fake creatures and their relation to iron. But Wi-Fi says the turtle guys are called Ironclad Knights, and I think they're mercenary soldiers. I guess that tracks with why he runs away. Very mercenary thing to do, for sure. Okay. These guys are... Like, I didn't... didn't expect there to be an enemy like this, like elite and effective at like just ruining any attempt at being cool. They are so fast. It's actually like kind of absurd. Anyway, let me just be careful here. Yeah, just one at a time. I sure am curious. Is that gonna break underneath my feet? That didn't break underneath. What if I stand on it? We're good. Okay, nice. At the same time, maybe I weigh a little too little. Need to be bulking. The wizard bulk season is coming for sure. Gonna upgrade my strength and will actually do damage with the sword. Okay, but I was saying, yeah, little fake creatures and stuff, whatever. It's not like iron is akin to like salt. Like, sorry, the way salt is to slugs, iron is not exactly that for fake creatures. It's not really a physical response for them. It's more like symbolically, the iron as like a resource is like too industrial for them to really coexist with. Like, you know, since the Industrial Revolution, we've seen like a huge decrease of magical things in the world, and that's partially because just the idea is like, you know, not really compatible very well. Like, you know, little fake creatures, they actually really dislike surveillance. That is actually a thing that they are weak to, like yeah, like in a sense of like slugs and salt. That's more like surveillance for them, and not surveillance does it, not necessarily iron. Iron is just like more like a representation of this of the idea of like the surveillance state and all that. Anyway, if y'all have any thoughts about the nature of iron and little fake creatures and why we see them less with the onset of the Industrial Revolution, I'd love to hear what y'all think. Also, the people really are gathering here, but let this be their my Thermopylae, like in a good way, not where I get overwhelmed. Okay, so checking in with the voices in just a moment. You know, I should probably be safe. Let me see. Do I have any effigies? I have 0 effigies. This is crazy. Okay. This is the most dire the wizard's been this entire run, because I've actually not had this happen before, where I've run out of effigies. This goes to show the absolute insanity that is the Iron Keep. But that's okay. Soon enough, we're gonna get past it, and all will be well for sure. Okay. Just being very careful here. Just gotta roll, and I'm gonna check in with the voices. Okay. What is everyone saying? Wifet says, if you think the Alone Knights are bad, wait until you meet their master. Well, there's a few things as ominous as that you could have said, Wifet. Thank you for letting me know. Exciting. Grimir says, wizard cast fist. In what sense? I suppose it might have happened at some point, but I wasn't fully aware of that. Grimir says, I quite like story worlds where fey creatures are extremely influenced by the things around them, i.e. you suddenly get industrialized tinkering fey if they live in such environments. You are totally right about that, and actually that seems to be often like really not discussed enough. But I mean, these days we get like electronic fey and stuff. It's much more common to have a fey that are like linked with our new like techno landscape. And sorry, what I guess the kind of fey I was initially talking about, sorry for not being very clear, was the specific like the traditionally nature-based fey. Like think of like little the mushroom gnomes. Those are I mean, you really don't see those anywhere. Although every now and then you catch a glimpse. Wow, how did this happen? All right, that's okay. This is the classic knight stabs you in the back. These are samurais. Basically, I was going to say ninjas, but that's culturally insensitive. No, this is a... Oh my gosh, check out the shadow. That's sick. What an awesome thing. Just a moment to appreciate the cool shadow of the sunsets. Sorry, what's the sunset staff? Yes. Okay. Enough appreciation. Back to these guys. So notice how when I do a heavy attack, I can't immediately follow up on it. So I think that's really, I don't know, I guess a reason for me to upgrade strength. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be the case if I actually had enough strength. So I think we're going to do that. Also, Michael says, Ring of Binding reduces hollowing. I think you picked it up a while ago. Really? You know what? The circumstances are dire enough for us to go ahead and try that out. Crest of the Rat. Do I get anything for the Crest of the Rat? If you receive this ring, rejoice in the opportunity to demonstrate your allegiance to the eminently noble being. Okay, you know, I'm sure he's not gonna mind. I'm sure he won't mind if I equip a slightly different ring at this point. Where's my ring? Where's the hollow knuckle ring? Petrification is tantamount to death. And what? Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yes, the Ring of Binding. All right, let's give it a shot. How are we looking? Probably okay. It might assist us for sure. Wyfet says, my knowledge of Fae are all from old folk tales where they were basically trickster demons. Yeah, no, I mean, these days we get a lot of those, like, online, you know, like the classic hacker archetype, like, you know, people asking for your, like, information. I mean, those are basically the modern techno-Fae. I mean, think about it, you know, like, it is not an extremely Fae thing to go up and call somebody and tell them that they're actually a prince from a distant nation and they want to share money with you and they want your information for it. And you give them your information and they literally just escape with it. It's like whenever... I once had it when I was walking through a forest and this like rabbit fake creature was like, hey man, can I have your attention? And I was like, yeah, sure, what's up, man? And he was like, haha, and then he ran away, and then I had a real hard time paying attention the whole next year. It took me like about probably a year to restore my previous capacity for attention. But yeah, anyway, now things seem... that was intentional. That wasn't intentional. That I got really stunned there for a second. That's okay. Okay. But yes, no. Our understanding of the Fae is changing dramatically, and well, I guess Fae themselves are changing dramatically. And I think that's partially because, you know, nature and stuff is not really in a great place these days. Plus, you know, how many people do you see like touching grass to actually encounter a proper nature Fae? But yeah, these days it's just cyber demons and stuff. Wyfet says, I take my information being stolen over my face being stolen. Yeah, I suppose that's true, but these days, you know, they literally can take your face, although, like, not really not like in a typically physical sense, but in a, I guess, yeah, the new 21st century kind of way, where they might literally steal your identity and then wear it in front of your bank, which is, I think, pretty unfortunate. I think they're much better at impersonating people than more traditional Fae. Yeah, and it's funny because you know, we do think of you know, our cell phones and, you know, our, you know, digital identities as really like separate from our physical selves. But these days, you know, technology is pretty linked to our, well, you know, to our physical selves in a way, or at least to how we identify ourselves. So like losing your phone really can feel like a part of your brain just like got like permanently lost, you know, because it is like a massive extension of our nervous system, and the fact that we can just lose it is kind of insane. It is often can feel in the moment like losing a limb, but it's much more replaceable than losing a limb, which, you know, I guess there's a pretty big difference, plus theoretically less pain. Anyway, let me check in with the voices once again. I am having too much fun talking with you guys. You guys are delightful. Wyfet says that I can... No, all is good. Okay, everyone just wants me to lock in. I understand. I will go ahead and do so. Okay. Okay, that felt smooth. Feeling good about that. Yes, yes, okay. One at a time. One at a time. Perfect. Now, you see, we're not going to make the same mistake we did last time, because we now know that there are two ninjas that are going to try to attack me, and I need to be ready for them. Wow, I wasted an orb there. A few things more tragic than that. I do want to find more hexes. If y'all have any suggestions on how to do that, I'd love to see it. The arrow theory is holding strong, says YFAT. You're completely right about that. It's perhaps it is a curse. We'll have to investigate its nature. Oh wow, I didn't like that. See, that just, I didn't even mean for that to happen. I just got like that information by accidentally walking in. Here. I really think I'm gonna have to turn on my dark orb, because this is a place that feels like it warrants me to turn on my 46 dark orbs, because those are consistently get me out of trouble. Anyway, somebody's gonna fall. There's gonna be a third ninja, isn't there? So okay, I don't see anybody. It's so horrifying. I'm really just expecting one to come by right behind me there. Okay, moving on strong. Whoever's joining the stream, welcome. You are now in the Deluge of Voices. I am a wizard trying to get my way through the world of Dranglake. I have never been in Dark Souls 2. This is my first playthrough, and I'm trying to... Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. I can... No, I can't. Okay. For a second, it felt possible. Okay, here. Yes, I am... Yes, just steadily making my way through Dark Souls 2 for the first time. I'm trying to uncover my memories of my past life. I don't really remember what I was. Although, at this point, we know for sure that at some point, I was probably a necromancer, but it's hard to tell exactly how that all went down. I was once a friend and ally of the skeletons, but that's... that seems to be also behind me, because these days they kind of really dislike me, and also have a bad history with fire. That's another bit of lore we have at this point established. Gosh, okay. This is this looks like a trap for some reason. Something makes me think that I'm going to die in this room. That's okay. Yes, I'm also looking for a cool hat. Actually, yeah, in terms of things that I'm looking for my memories. I'm looking for a cool hat, one that affirms my wizard identity. That felt really good what I just did there. I thought I was going to cast a shadow orb, but that felt glorious, just hitting him with a massive soul spear there. Yes, what else am I also doing? Oh my gosh, what is that? I guess that's the remainder of the sunken iron keep. Gosh, can I please get a bonfire? That would be truly phenomenal. I know it's a lot to ask for, but it would be kind of nice. Yes, as always, yeah. The hat is cool. Looking for friends as well. I know Gavlin's a good candidate for that, but I haven't seen Gavlin in so long. It's truly a sad thing. And then also, of course, searching for meaning. Meaning is crucial in the worlds of Dark Souls. And I thought I had a meaning, and that was to find a certain full death. But now it no longer feels like that fulfilling, because, the song doesn't sound to end, We don't live to find a way to die. We live to maybe find a greater meaning, potentially. At least, that's what it seems like. Now, before I cross this fog wall, I'm going to consult the voices. What are the voices saying? Okay. Michael says, can't remember. Did you find the Strayed in Lost Bastille? He has hexes. You're right. I should come back to him. I completely forgot about that man. He was a very powerful wizard. He had that kind of dark shadow wizard aura, and I think I'd like to learn from him a bit more. Wifet says, don't encourage his descent into the dark. Well, I don't know. I think Michael actually has a really good point there. Maybe I should go see Strayed. And then Michael also says, he must become our dark our Lord of Darkness. Dude, okay. I mean, Michael, maybe a step too far there. I don't know. But at the same time, that's kind of a cool title when you think about it. Like, maybe I would be the good Dark Lord, you know? If I actually was to do it, I'd actually, like, I'd prove all the stereotypes wrong, and I'd actually conquer the dark. That'd be pretty cool, you know? I wouldn't let it corrupt me. Okay. Wi-Fi says you passed one. I passed one! No! Top 10 things you don't want to hear. No! Oh my god. Actual Balrog. Y'all, this is the true wizard test. Oh, that thing is sick. Wow. I mean, that's like a roided up Balrog. I've never seen one this massive. This is like from the days of, from Morgoth. Well, Morgoth still roamed the realm. Why am I can't go anywhere. Okay. Yes. Little pinpricks that I'm sending at him. Okay, that's nice. Is this a gimmick fight? This feels like a gimmick fight. That felt like a gimmick there. Okay. Okay, so there goes our attempt at the old Iron King. Geesh. Whatever happened to you, man? Now, see, that's what happens when you let corruption like get to you in that typical sense. But we're not going to be like that, because we're going to find a bonfire right now. Okay, so now we know that there is in fact, a bonfire that we have missed, at least allegedly, according to one of the voices. And at this point, that voice is very trustworthy. So we'll go ahead and. Gosh, okay, we're probably going to die. Okay. Ha! Just kidding. That was a close call. Okay. We're going to try that again. We're going to make our way to the old Iron King. Parrying these guys is extremely satisfying. Like, for all the trouble that they're worth, that does feel incredible. Dude. Man, okay. There's a temptation to run past all these enemies, but I don't think I'm going to be able to find a bonfire if I do that, so. Okay. Taking our time slowly. What are we looking at here? Is that a bonfire? That couldn't be, but I'm going to go ahead and try this out again. See what happens. Okay, okay. Of course. That also fair. Can't go a day without getting shot with a arrow as big as my shoulder. Not shoulder, so my arm, excuse me. What am I saying? Wi-Fi says immediately into the lava. Yeah, for sure. That was an unfortunate event there. Grimnir says that arena is so limiting. Yeah, it's been... I'm not looking forward to finding it again, but we're gonna... I mean, I'm looking forward to completing it, but actually being there sounds dreadful. You passed 2, actually. Okay, Wi-Fi is trolling us here for sure. There's no way we passed 2 bonfires. Although, whatever that is over there, never mind. Okay, we are... Just... What is this? Wait, what are we looking at here? Can we get a bonfire? Or something? This is not at all an area I realized was a part of this location. Let's explore for a moment. That wasn't intended. Okay. Okay, that feels nice. It feels nice whenever they actually fall down and sorry, don't try to rush me as I'm casting my spells, because, you know, you're supposed to let the wizard cast the spell and not interrupt him, but I suppose the etiquettes of old are far beyond us now. Oliver the Collector. Fair enough. Wow, Oliver, you have a lot of health there, man. What's your deal? Sure hope you're an NPC, not a player. Whoa! 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 Okay. Okay. I just yeah. Look at that happened. I got shown my place there. I'm going to give that another shot. I think we're gonna be able to do it this time around. Okay, how are we doing? We're only 36 minutes into the stream, which is encouraging. I feel like we're not gonna spend half the stream in here, as some have predicted. Or at least that's the hope. So we were talking about Faye earlier. We might talk more about Faye in a moment. We'll see. Gosh. Okay. Hello to anyone joining the stream. We are... I mean, I gotta say this every now and then, but yeah, no. Just a wizard exploring the world of Drangleic for the first time. This is my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I am really enjoying it so far, honestly. This has been a very different experience from the other Souls games so far. I'd say, honestly, yeah, I can talk a little bit about that. I think for me the biggest difference so far has been, like, the feel isn't the same. It's like in some ways the narrative feels a little bit more convoluted, which, you know, whatever, maybe I just watched too many lore videos in the past and now this seems kind of more confusing compared to the other games. But it's like, I guess, like, I'm not entirely sure of my purpose. I've been told, like, by a random NPC, like the Emerald person, like, oh yeah, you should totally spend your time finding big souls. But I haven't really felt like that I needed to do that. It's been more like a thing to keep me occupied as opposed to a thing that I thought that was necessary for me to, you know, have a fulfilling life in this world. Okay. Yes. Stay back from me. I feel like I'm getting a better hang of how the spells work. It's kind of fun actually cycling through different kinds of sorceries and hexes and being able to use them in different moments for different situations. I think that's really what I've been wanting out of the wizard, I guess, yeah, from being a wizard, so this has been pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna try to soul arrow this man. Okay, actually, maybe I can go hand to hand with him. Okay, I thought I had my sword equipped there. That wasn't intentional. What was that? Okay, all right. Maybe we won't be doing that. Maybe we're just gonna climb up that ladder straight up next time we get there. Also, man, how are you guys doing this evening? Whoever's finding me for the first time, curious, how do you stumble here? How do you join the Deluge of Voices? That is our chat. What is, yeah, what's going on in your day that caused you to join us here today? Wow, that really was unfortunate. Yeah, there we go. First try. Okay, checking in with the voices. Wi-Fi says this game's storytelling is inspired by classic fairy tales. Really? Okay. The really dark ones. I'm curious, can you think of any off the top of your head? I mean, I guess I'm kind of getting the sense of that a bit, but I would like to know more. I don't immediately see it. I don't know what. Oh, there you. I totally forgot you were real. Okay. Oh wow, soul arrow. Oh, never mind. Sorry, that was a very wasted soul arrow there. But it felt kind of cool. What I wanted to clarify there was that it seems like the... Excuse me. It seems like the soul arrow goes through enemies, which is kind of great. I'm definitely going to try to make use of that next time I'm fighting in a hallway. I think that's the way to go for the future. We will get back to the old Iron King, I'm sure of it. Surely, slowly. But for now, I'm deeply curious as to what is up above the Iron Keep. What are we working with here? Oh, right, you. Okay. Ooh, what you gonna do? Ha, fool. That was your mistake. Keeping mid-range with the wizard. Okay. I think we don't have to face that guy just yet. In fact, he can go ahead and spawn in if he'd like to, but I think we're doing just fine. And y'all want to waste another Pharaoh's Lockstone? Why not? Why not? It's fun feeding these little faces. I still don't understand the point of these. These have been probably by far some of the most confusing elements of Dark Souls 2, and that is the Pharaoh's Lockstones. Because every time I use them, it's like, here, dude, check it out. A little pool just appeared, a little spurt of liquid. Yeah, this one breaks all of your items if you stand in it. You can do 4 of them. Actually, no, you can do 5. That was our experience in the pit earlier. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like this. Oh, this is not a good thing to be in. I'm gonna get shot. Epically. I'm gonna epically get shot. Okay, one's down. We're doing good. Oh, we got this. We're immortal, truly. I mean, technically we are. That is, unfortunately, the curse of the wizard. But maybe there is a fortune to it. It seems interesting that the undeath is labeled as a curse in these in this world. I think it's ultimately a way to subjugate the undead. Because, I mean, I think you could really accomplish anything, but yet they are somehow disempowered, you know, by the overarching like systems and power. Like, say, think of Gwyn from Dark Souls 1. He was all about emphasizing the cursedness of the of undeath. He tried to make it so that people, I mean, so there would be less undead, and so that the undead would be corralled and, like, you know, to the, what was it, the undead asylum, and basically, yeah, as I said before, yeah, basically subjugated and made into a class of undesirables within Lordran. Anyway, whatever. I don't have to talk about Dark Souls 1. Although I do love talking about Dark Souls 1. If y'all wish to, we can continue. Grimnir says, "Tech fairies lured me here. I saw the post." Ah, nice. So yeah, so there, you know, that's actually a fun way to think about it. What if we switch up the aesthetic of the internet into just intentionally a place of, like, and treat it as a place of fantasy? Because that's sort of what it is, you know? The internet really, yeah, I mean, it's precisely that. We kind of get to experience so many things that really seem fantastical, and in a way that's, I don't know, I guess do whatever you want with that, but I think it'd be kind of fun if we actually treated the internet for what it is, or at least what it kind of has been functioning as, and that is a space of entertainment and fantasy. I think it might help us maybe reframing it as fantastical to engage with it in new ways. Here, we're gonna be very careful here. Man, that's unfortunate. I would have thought he would have been charred by now. That could have been me, easily. Covetous serpent ring, very cool. Okay. Whoa, okay. Alright. No, you don't. Okay. Little close for comfort. I should be using my Estus flasks. I think I've been too reliant on my radiant, on my life gems. Life gems are delightful little things, but the Estus flasks have been consistently, better for me. So yeah. Okay. So we know for a fact that I've passed a bonfire at this point. 2 allegedly, or if some are in here to be trusted. So we're gonna keep a lookout for those. Wi-Fi says DS1 and 3 have more classic dark fantasy adventure style writing, whereas this game is more dreamlike, where everything is just a bit off. I like that. That's cool. I think that's gonna let me appreciate the game a bit more now. You providing you with that lens, friend. man, these really are all just made of iron, these walls. So I guess the reason I was even talking about iron is because we're in the Iron Keep, you know? This is the space where, I guess, whimsy goes to die, in a way, or at least traditional nature whimsy. Also, again, we have a lot of voices here in the Deluge. Welcome, everyone. I am a wizard going through Dark Souls 2 for the first time. Just searching for memories, trying to remember my past life, going through the motions in search of a cool wizard hat, struggling with the dark, as in trying to maybe figure it out a little bit. Feels like there's a cool power in the dark, but it's also a little more compromising than I had thought initially. So anyway, that's great. Looking for friends, and ultimately searching for meaning. I think I'm having deja vu because I've said this quite a few times at this point, but it's always nice to keep everyone in the loop for this adventure. Oh, that was really bad. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Just to make sure, I'm gonna call in a voice assistance here. One of the voices, please tell me, have I at this point in this run, the last one, have I passed the bonfire that you were talking to me about? I think that's a reasonable thing to have spoiled to me. I do not mind it personally, if I'm being honest. Also, was there in fact a bonfire here this entire time that I could have just gone to? What? Wow. Okay. This is it. Oh wait, no, that's probably not the case because there's a door here. I would assume that I couldn't get that bonfire until I got through the smelter demon. So I feel a little more vindicated if that's indeed the case. And if not, then that's pretty funny. Okay. Also, Wi-Fi says, I did run past the bonfire. That's very concerning. I have no clue where it could be. I guess I must open my eyes. Dude, that's very rude. Okay. Let's try it again. I do respect the stoicism of that man. He doesn't even move, just like accepting that he's about to get submerged in lava. You see, that was an instance where I probably could have actually used an Estus flask, but chose to use a life gem. I'm realizing the wizard might have a life gem addiction. You know, we don't really treat it this way, but like I feel unsafe without 70 life gems, which I think for a Souls experience that's pretty bad. That speaks to a kind of a fragility in me that I would like to fix. Back in my day, you know, we used to raw dog it with just 5 Estus flasks through an entire region, and now I'm using 60 life gems, which I don't know, feels wrong. Admittedly, I am grown soft, so we'll try to amend that soon. Wow, that really hurt me. Actually, what am I even doing? Actually, why am I here? Why am I climbing up here? I think I'm supposed to. Okay, we ran past it. We ran past the area. I think... How about this? I'm going to get this archer, and then I'm going to run past the ninjas below. Yes, I think that's wise. Or not run past them, but just, you know, go ahead and make some progress. I think I'm going to get turtled from my left here in a second. Oh, never mind. We're fortunate this time around, not getting turtled. Also, to anyone joining, welcome to the Deluge of Voices. Very happy to have you all here. The Iron Keep will fall today. I am very adamant on slaughtering the Iron King, the old Iron King. Here. Oh, gosh. Excuse me. That was a little embarrassing there. There we go. Slow and steady does something. Okay. We are that was really miscast there. Glad there weren't 100 people watching to see that. Okay. Not even close. Perfect. Well, man, what were we even talking about just a moment ago? Also, Wi-Fi says, try the glowing face on the wall. I will remember that, Wi-Fi. Would that make Melentia your live gem dealer? Yes, I think actually would. Yes, she has that dealer energy about her. I think so. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm gonna have to fix this addiction at some point. Maybe actually start only using my. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to slowly go off of live gems, and also that was sick. Hell yeah, I like that they put that in the hallway for some reason. Yeah, I'm gonna try to slowly start going off live gems in favor of Estus. You know, that would be good. But the thing is, with Estus, I can't really walk, and that is a little too Dark Souls 1 for me for Dark Souls 2. Okay, here. Nice. Walk into the flame turtle. Oh, dude, you're evil. Ooh, ooh, yes! And just like that, get some Estus. I do like the animation for Estus more than I prefer the other one. Also, we're getting a lot of large Titanite shards. We're going to get some awesome upgrades, I think, after this. That's going to be a very rewarding part of this experience. So at this point, we know for a fact that we have missed a bonfire, according to our trusted voices. So, gosh, that's unfortunate. It's going to be an unfortunate run back. It's okay, though. So we have not a lot of sorceries, but some, apparently knights can do this too, so I would think we're not too bad off. How about this? I'm using an Ember Herb, and that's going to be nice. It's going to help us through this little battle. I am concerned regarding the possibility of success here, so I'm going to put on a better ring than the Ring of Binding, because yeah, I think that would be wiser. HP is low. Boost attacks when HP is low. You know what? The red testosterone ring, I think we're going to go for it. Wi-Fi says, no, never mind. Everyone's quiet right now. Also, 112 voices in the deluge. Welcome, friends. What happened to my health bar? Was that in fact the price? Was that the price of a testosterone ring? Here, let's actually see that right now. Wait. The confusion. Okay, here, wait. Oh, I see. Okay, you know what? Let's get real with it. Let's yeah, that's just testosterone ring for the win. Let's try it. Okay. Into hell, you guys. Where are you, old Iron King? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, just spelling him slowly. Oh, dude, I'm like... didn't expect that, if I'm being honest. Am I... oh. Well, this seems reasonable. Okay, this not a terrible thing here. What? What was that? Okay. Okay. Well, we just did a lot of damage to him there with our soul spear, but we now know the force properties of his flame. This I didn't expect. I'm watching the replay on my other monitor. Okay, that was pretty comedic. And for this part, I will put my Ring of Binding back on, and we're gonna try out the tip that was given to us by YFAT and look at the weird face again. I do like that you guys aren't like often completely direct in what you tell me regarding where I'm supposed to go, because that does kind of promote more interpretation, and that's fun. Huh. What is the face on the wall? What is he talking about? Let's see. Maybe this is it actually. So allegedly there's something here, right? Wow, that's amazing. Okay, wow. That's pretty bad. That, as expected, yes. Blinded by success, we were overcome by the Samurai Knight. Michael says you took off the ring binding, reducing the hollow. Yeah, that tracks for sure. Thank you, man. Appreciate you clarifying that for certain. So Greenwich says no, that it was so unlucky. Thank you. I'm glad. When you guys say that it's unlucky, then I'm like, yeah, for real. Yeah, I can agree with you. Because I feel like saying that the hit was unlucky myself is a kind of coping. But you guys saying it, totally legit. Yeah. Wow. You guys, are we gonna get that death by samurai? Not today. Let's see this though. It is an exciting prospect. So there, I don't know if the illusion would have broken had we not inserted the Pharaoh's Lockstone. So maybe there is a use in these things other than just creating a random puddle every now and then for a limited resource. To anyone joining, welcome to the Deluge of Voices. I am a wizard making my way through Drangleic for the first time. This has been very interesting here in Dark Souls 2 so far. And we have a new bonfire. The utility of this particular bonfire is perhaps slightly questionable just right now, but we'll figure it out. Cool ladder though. Let's see. Making our way back to the old Iron King. You know, I don't have any kind of memories with the old Iron King. Oftentimes we have these fights and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I used to deal with Balrogs back in my day. But this is actually my first Balrog. I've never really met one like in person. I've seen wizards talk about him and like boasting about all the Balrogs they've killed. But canonically, when you kill a Balrog, somebody has to die. This is Tolkien established that. What he said about wizard lore is very important, so that's why I'm quoting him at this time. So at this point, I've died like several times, twice to the Balrog, so we now can win for sure. There was literally no way we could have done it the first time. I can elaborate on that more if y'all need me to. But who is this guy? He's got a lot of helmets here. What's your gimmick? Wow, kind of a little racist there. Wow, dude. I'm gonna bring this up with the HR. Completely uncalled for, this guy. It's all right. I'm almost tempted to relieve him of his ignorance regarding the humanity of the undead. But not this time around. Maybe I'll give him one more chance to not say anything stupid. Are you a mechanical construct, friend? So there was a princess, you say? Okay, fair enough. Well, we don't. Wait. He's like a little guy. He's tiny dude. Okay. For some reason I thought he was like way bigger than he was. Now I kind of feel bad for insulting him. Anyway, let's stay away from him. We'll come back, I'm sure. Here, let's see. What are we walking into? Always a surprise. Okay. Felt a little bad there, but he was running at me. I didn't know what to do. My first gut reaction was to sword that man. This is a very different area of the Iron Keep that I'm now a little concerned about being in, because suddenly it feels like we're slightly undoing our progress regarding the Iron King, and oh, what are you, stay away from me. Yeah, it feels like we're slightly undoing our progress with the Iron King and are exploring a completely new area now, which I suppose is probably a good thing. Here. I doubt I want to really stay in the Iron Keep much longer after much more than I really need to. Spelling them is great. I'm gonna keep spelling them. I think swords are great, but this is a much better strategy. Also, gotta ask this a little bit. Okay, what's everyone saying here? Wi-Fi says insane dwarf lens into the fairy tale aspect. I'd say. Leans into the fairy tale aspect. I'd say. Oh, fair enough. I thought you were like talking about like, oh, think about this like an insane dwarf and just like imagine how crazy this world is if you're a little insane dwarf. And that actually, I mean, that actually deeply resonated with me for a moment. So, God, do love misinterpreting things every now and then. Derrida talks about this. Anyway, whatever. Okay. I don't like you. You're actual. What was that? Did you? Did I just? Okay, I can't tell if I got shot by the arrow from that guy or if that guy threw a knife at me. Either way, this is troublesome times to be dealing with knights of swords at large. Okay, whatever. Let's give that another shot. I think it's not too bad, so might as well keep trying. You guys, do you all have a favorite thing about Dark Souls 2? Like what about Dark Souls 2 for you sets it apart from other games? And I'm not just talking to the classic commenters here, although I do really appreciate y'all engaging, and please do engage with that. I am also very curious about, for like a lot of you guys who are currently coming in to watch this, genuinely, like, what do you find like? So, I guess good about Dark Souls 2, if you would like to put it that way. I mean, not to say that it's bad or anything. No, I've been really, my eyes have been opening slowly but steadily to the grandeur of this game, and I'm just curious what everyone else, how everyone else experiences Dark Souls 2, and like what about this game makes it so epic for them. Wow, a little too close for comfort, but it's done now. Okay, what are we working on here? Also, and I really mean it. I am trying to like get to know you guys better here. So like, please also don't feel like the need to write an essay. I know how like that can be kind of stressful to be like, oh, here, yeah, answer this kind of open-ended question in depth. No, you can just be like what thing about it, like one, like, oh, I like the music. You know, I'm curious about that. Anyway, we just rang a bell. We're gonna get picked up by gargoyles or something soon, I'm sure. Anyway, that's a cool view. Wow, that's not good. Here, is that a Slave Knight Gale reference? A repeating crossbow in Dark Souls? All right, truce for now. That did hurt, but we're okay. Thank you for the suggestion there, Wi-Fi. I would have never thought about hitting the face on the wall. That would have been like, I don't know, just didn't make any sense really. So thank you. Simpleton Spice. Gosh, I'm assuming that's reduces the need for intelligence. That's my guess. That spice. Okay. What am I doing up here? So that classic Dark Souls urge to get up to a rooftop that you have no reason to be in. Y'all see the power of the Dark Orb? The Dark Orb corrupts in just how absolutely trivial it makes people in this world. For the Hex user, everyone just becomes, I guess, what's the word, like a Hex target? Yeah. Also, I should probably heal a little bit, you know. slowly making our way. And also, this is the most voices we've ever had in the Deluge. 172. Welcome, friends. Happy to have you all here. How are you finding us? This is, it's been like consistently just like a growing number of voices, which is delightful. Very happy to have you all here. Hope you all are enjoying your evening. Michael says, I like that there is more armor with special effects. Also, the fashion. Really? Okay. That actually gives me a lot of things to look forward to. I think so far, I've not experienced too much good of the fashion, because, like, look at me. If I'm being honest, I'm really, really messed up on the fashion souls element of this journey. I want to find a cool hat, but not even that just anymore. I actually also really want to find a good robe, because while this does have cool effects, it's only that. I look like Xerxes, which is cool, but not what I was going for with this build. To anyone joining, welcome to my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I'm a wizard, just making my way through the world of Drangleic, figuring things out as I go, remembering my past, and talking to you as the many voices in my head, which has been deeply informative at this point already. Has really reshaped how I would have engaged with this world. I feel like no, okay. I ignore that. I totally just seeing things there. Oh goodness. All right, we're back in the Iron Keep, friends. What was the point of that? Anyway, we also have a chest. Glorious. Can we get a trapped chest? No, not this time. Good. Thunder Quartz Ring. Thunder Quartz Ring. Is this perhaps a lava walking ring? Surely not. Thunder Quartz Ring. A ring bestowed upon the students of a certain standard of Melfian Magic Academy. Its lightning quartz increases lightning defense. Pyromancer Glocken crafted so many of these replicas that they became widespread, such that his fellow magicians harshly scolded him for the undermining lessons gained from the harsh training. Interesting. It feels like slightly disconnected thoughts there, but I guess we found ourselves a mass-produced lightning ring. Feels like it makes sense for a lightning item to be mass-produced in this world. Tell you what, let's well, this is kind of a slightly useless bonfire now that I think about it. Wi-Fat, you said there were 2 bonfires? This is not ideal for the exploration of or for the return to the Iron King. I think we're gonna have to back up there for a moment and find a different, or go back to this other bonfire, because the other one clearly limited us in terms of where we could and couldn't go. Also, was there at all a point to us ringing that bell? Or was it in fact just a... I mean, I'm sure we're going to find out as time goes on. Goodness. Okay, let's see. What's Wi-Fat saying? This was the first Souls game that clicked with me. I actually didn't really like this series until trying this game, and it made me reevaluate the series, and now it's my favorite of all time. Dude, that's so cool to hear. Man, that's really awesome. I feel like with these games, there's like so much depth and so much like potential for people to like really like, you know, engage with and really appreciate, and so it's always awesome when like something causes one to actually go back to it and really rethink the journey. And I'm excited for this to maybe reshape my understanding of the Souls games, because I think at this point my canon of Dark Souls is pretty rigid in my mind. I think of certain things as this is true, certain things as that's not true about Dark Souls and what it's like to play Dark Souls. So this has already been very enlightening in some ways. I think completely different game and a lot of stuff to learn for sure. Okay, we're just gonna take our time once again with these guys, and we're gonna try to rush the old Iron, not rush, but slowly get to the old Iron King once more. I have a suspicion it's not gonna be particularly an easy quest, but I think it's worth a try. I'm very thankful that arrow didn't just shoot me off into the void, into the lava. We're good. Let's take a little sip. Anyone saying anything? Yes, comrades, if y'all if y'all are still listening at this point, again, would love to hear just anyone's opinions on Dark Souls 2. I am very, very much interested in what it is that like makes this game special for you all. Thank y'all for answering, Wi-Fi and Michael. Y'all are delightful. Also, here. I'm just gonna back up a little bit and reevaluate my relation to the Turtle Knight. The Sunset Staff is genuinely such a sick weapon. Thank you guys so much for recommending it. Just look at it. Like, this, you know, I think this kind of staff might be illegal. This might be an illegal staff to have in Drang Lake, or maybe where, you know, I used to be from. This kind of thing was seriously frowned upon because, I mean, look, the sheer convenience with which you can use it, like the very straight handle, like, okay, like this. See how kind of crooked this staff is here? Yeah, that's intentional. There are limitations on how comfortable a staff can be when you're using it, because, you know, if it's too easy, then, you know, what stops you from like unleashing like mass fireballs on a tribe of goblins? No, there needs to be some kind of like thing that's blocking you from just, you know, opening fire on so many goblins, for example. And this staff here, you know, it's kind of reasonable at that, and that's just kind of like not a very aerodynamic staff. It's got only so many spells you can do with it. But this is a staff for for hexes. You know, far more lethal, far more dangerous than the typical spell. And just the fact that how convenient it is to hold, and just look at how straight it is. Yeah, it's a dangerous tool for sure. Which makes me actually worried that. Well, no, I'm not that worried. I'm already kind of in huge trouble with the authorities of this world. I don't think they can really... I don't think that using an illegal staff is by far this wizard's greatest crime. So that happens. Anyway. Oh, you're... Okay. Trying to get the thing to close on him? It didn't. That's okay. I want to have enough spells to actually kill. Oh, that really hurt. I didn't like that. Okay. I want to have enough spells to kill the old Iron King. So, yeah. Wi-Fi says that bell area is a PvP area where people invade to stop you from ringing the bell. Ah. That's kind of sick. What a cool concept. I don't think we're going to be doing much of that, at least for a while. But eventually, yeah. Also, to anyone joining, hello, welcome to the Deluge of Voices. You are now one amongst many voices in my head. I am just a wizard exploring Drang Lake in search of memories, cool hats, also looking for a friend, and most importantly, some kind of a greater holistic meaning that ties all these fragmented experience of repeated deaths into a greater narrative that, like, lets me process my own life better as a wizard. Anyway, trying to bait that turtle. Ooh. Oh, we are damned. We are damned, aren't we? We made it. Okay. Can't wait to attack the old Iron King with 0 spells. That's okay. I think we're not gonna do the thing just yet, as in we're not gonna let go of our... Sorry, we're not gonna use the Ember Herb yet. I want to be a little more confident in this fight before I really go all out with it. But as I said before, if y'all are familiar with the Lord of the Rings lore, or just, you know, the stuff in the Legendarium, you would know that Balrogs always require some kind of a death to be killed themselves. It continually happens throughout the narrative that when a Balrog dies, somebody dies, like Gandalf. And so at this point I've already died several times, so I think what that tells me is that we have fulfilled the sacrifice, and now we are in fact able to kill the old Iron King. Because, I mean, if that's not a Balrog, I don't know what it is. You know, that's a perfect example of a Balrog. Okay. Whoa. Okay. You know, that kind of worked out actually. Okay. Kind of horrendous. Wow. I sure wonder how long I can camp out here before he does some weird, like, game-breaking mechanic where he destroys the tower. Or does that, whatever that was. What are we working with? Am I gonna get killed by a splash of lava from behind myself? Yes, for sure. I can't wait for you to destroy the little arena I have, my friend. Ooh, that's fun. That's really fun. Okay. So I'm very curious, what do melee builds do in this situation? Like, is there... I'm sure there's a gimmick. And also, Wi-Fi says you just passed a bonfire. Gosh, alright. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's just not clicking in my mind what the bonfire could be, but we'll get there very soon. I promise you guys. And I mean, that will make it easier. I think just the second I'm able to start using Dark Orbs, that fight's going to be significantly more straightforward. And also, look, that knight isn't respawning anymore. That's a great success. Also, Grimnir says a wizard without a fashion sense would be a bigger crime. Yeah, that's kind of the bigger issue at the moment. You're right. I think a single cool hat would completely fix the issue, but we're not. I don't know, haven't been able to find any good hats, admittedly, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna get shot by an arrow. That was very lucky on my end. I do love the Dark Orb. The Dark Orb is so powerful, it's insane how consistently it just annihilates things. Gosh, okay. Where's the turtle? Come here, dude. Alright, what's everyone saying? Wi-Fi says, wait for him to slam the ground and attack his arms. You are a very wise voice, man. Thank you so much. Again, one day I will know the true nature of you guys as the voices. It's really not been apparent whether you guys are actually like fragments of my imagination, or whether or not you guys are actually like real tangible entities that arrive from somewhere external. It feels like it's the second, because you guys continue to bring me knowledge that I shouldn't have, and if you are perhaps my repressed memories or something, or maybe soul fragments, or so if you are my repressed memories, I don't know how I would know any of this, so you must be some kind of an external force that perhaps maybe is being gathered inside of me as a kind of amidst all the souls that I've been absorbing throughout this journey. That's my best explanation, but one day I'll fully understand the nature of you as the many souls. Anyway, soon enough this command will stop respawning, and they'll all stop respawning, and yet I'll still exist beyond time. We're getting there. I do really enjoy the old Iron King's design. It's again, as I said before, definitely, clearly a Balrog, and it's a really solid one at that. It's that was me getting into my head talking too much. You know, but like just the sheer giant Balrog aesthetic. Oh gosh, love that. We need more of that in fantasy. And for those who are unaware, when I do say Balrog, I am referring to the fiery demon with massive horns and wings that you see depicted in Tolkien's work, and you know, Tolkien's films. Not Tolkien's films, but films about Tolkien's work. Such as Lord of the Rings, of course. Oh wow, that's not good. Okay. So allegedly there's a bonfire somewhere close to me. And I don't really know where that could be. Alright. We're gonna try to bait this turtle again. If we find a bonfire here, that would be amazing. Because then I could actually have my spells for the fight, and that would really make a big difference. And I suspect that was also a large Titanite that he just dropped, so we're going to go right back for that. Yes! Accumulating. Growing in wealth. Letting that capital corrupt us. Okay. So, something in here I am clearly missing. Alright, I summon Wi-Fat's voice. Wi-Fat, where am I so blind as to not see the bonfire that I've allegedly missed? Is it just right there? Is there literally a bonfire right in front of the arena? Thank you for assisting, by the way, because this does actually really help with maintaining the flow of this journey. Nothing more agonizing. It's in the spike room? Really? Okay, let's give that a shot. Yeah, as I was saying, few things more agonizing than just like having all the progress just constantly undone as a result of like, yeah, not seeing a shortcut. So, all right, there's something in here for us. That's not it. Something somewhere near us, surely. Nothing intuitive here. Okay. Although this one kind of looks a little different than the others. What is this? Front, ahead, and then up. Front, ahead. What is this trickery? I don't know. Also, to anyone joining, welcome to the Deluge of Voices. Very happy to have you all in the stream. This is my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Just a wizard making my way through Daring Lake. Okay. Something isn't right here. What are the hints telling me? Front, ahead, and then up. Yo! Glory! Yes! Okay. Thank you for that. I would not have seen that. That was... Oh. What is this? Fair. Okay, yeah, no, I would not have seen that at all. Okay. And it keeps going. Like, I mean, you'll get me, right? Like, this is not an intuitive, like, thing to climb up, right? I mean, I guess it's intuitive that you could climb up on probably that the cage bars, but still. Yes! We transcend. We have 300 voices in the Deluge. This is truly our greatest peak thus far. Thank you all for being here, friends. Very, very excited at having so many comrades join the Deluge. Also, again, where are y'all coming from? It's always so like fascinating to me that like so many people are here. I'm very happy that y'all are joining us on this journey. Okay, what are we looking at? Are we actually inside of a helmet of some kind? That's my first impression. These look like two eyes. Could it be tears? We're gonna or is this in fact a helmet? This is the part where it destroys the bonfire. A cool Dark Souls 2 mechanic where you destroy your own bonfire and the game laughs at you. No way! Well, seems too kind, too unreal for this to happen. All right. We are transcending this location. Let us now go for it. And oh, well, you're still here. I forgot. Okay. You know what? We can actually just run around him. I don't have the desire to fight him. Not because I mean, sorry, no, because of a peaceful thing in me, not because I don't want to waste any spells on him or anything like that. Here. Now we are able to enter the battle with the old Iron King at full health, full spells. I am feeling pretty good about our chances. And you know what? We're doing it. We're gonna do the funny. We're gonna put on the testosterone ring, wherever it was. Okay. Okay, stay back from me. Okay, so far so good. We got all our soul spears out. Getting with those dark orbs. Okay, this is a cool gimmick here. The laser, understand. This is understandable. So, Grumir says, blast him with spells. I did do that. I am... Maybe being too far away from him is, in fact, my downfall. Maybe I'm supposed to be. Maybe I'm supposed to be more cautious. Maybe actually not less cautious. Maybe this is a Dark Souls, sorry, a Bloodborne kind of thing where you're supposed to rush into the boss fight and it punishes you when you try to run away. Okay, the way you like I fall down is oh gosh, I don't want to go there. But I was saying the way he knocks you down into the lava is quite comedic. Wow, what's happening to me? Oh, you guys saw that? That Radiant Life Gem I used? Not because of an accident, but because I wanted to use it for luck. That's exactly what I meant to do. Damien Chad says, Balrog ontologically evil? So Balrog, okay, if I answer this question now, I will lose this fight for sure. But there's more to say on that. Is the Balrog ontologically evil? I guess it depends whether you think Morgoth is evil, and that's a trickier question. Anyway, so you notice how I said I was going to be less less defensive in this fight? Well, that was a coping mechanism. I'm actually going to be very safe anyway. Here, can I roll through the fire? I can't roll through the fire. This is a good mechanic to understand. This is also a good mechanic to understand. The Balrog can laser you through the walls. This is I think I'm having trouble just because of like how different this feels to, I guess, basically any boss fight I think I've had before. My first thought is the man, what do you even call that? Like lava creature in Dark Souls 1, like the one that's constantly suffering and in pain, and then you like steal his loved one's memory of his loved one, and then he like tries to kill you because he's in so much pain, and then you kill him anyways, and he like, I don't know, if y'all can remember that one for me, I'd appreciate it. That would be great. All that to say is that boss fight was arguably even bigger than this one in scale, and you could only really hit his arms, and so I'm guessing that's sort of what's happening here. But anyway, I'm going to let him hit me, and then we're going to see how much damage I can do with my sword, because I have the testosterone ring. But first we gotta begin with a soul spear. That's a good opener move. Okay, perfect. Ooh, okay. This looks pretty rough. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Yo, you guys. Oh, okay. I was like so excited for a second. I was like, oh guys, I have a sliver of health. I'm going to do so much damage to him now. That was in fact not the way. It's okay. We're gonna have probably soon. I think it's gonna click for us for sure. Anyway, YFAT says ceaseless discharge. That's exactly it. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that one. Yeah, it feels a little bit like ceaseless discharge for anyone who remembers, but also the ceaseless discharge, I don't think he had a laser. I think the laser is like the most like, I guess, off-putting move out of his whole set. Just like, and I'm done. But that's okay. I think otherwise it would be too simple. Man, I should be killing this man, I think. Okay, maybe I should be a little careful. Do y'all see that the occasional like lighting thing that happens when he just turns orange? I think that happens to me as well when entering this area, and I wonder how much of that is a visual glitch, or how much of that is some kind of a feature that I'm unaware of. So ironclad helm. I don't think we'll be using that, but it's good to have in mind. He did have a laser, says YFAT. Man, I must have not fought the ceaseless discharge in a long time. Is this in fact ceaseless discharge 2 remastered? The boss fights are a little too similar in that case, but I do like the design of this one more. Although the ceaseless discharge is perhaps more original. Okay. All right, let's try it again, man. I apologize for my inability to cope with your laser. Or your flame, for that matter. Oh, you're really like letting me hike your arm, aren't you? That was actually, this guy's got some honor. Okay. So let us hope he doesn't just laser me again. And I probably should be using the I'm sorry, I was gonna say something like worth time, but this is requiring me to focus a little bit. Okay, this is not the kind of boss fight where I can just hide behind the wall infinitely. Dude. Okay, I think we're still hide away from him. Can I go underneath? I can go under. I can't go underneath. This is another cool mechanic of this this boss fight, for sure. Okay. The Grimir says the wizard is just analyzing attacks and animations. Soon he will be overpower the Balrog easily. That's exactly the spirit I like, man. The Grimir, you know my style. That's this. None of this is intentional, of course. I mean, sorry, all of this is intentional. That's precisely it. Also, we have 360 voices in the stream in the Deluge. Hello, friends. We are concluding our journey in Iron Keep, I suspect. We are going to just defeat the old Iron King soon. This is my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I'm just a wizard making my way through the world of Drangleic. Okay. I couldn't possibly have fit there. That's okay. We are going to give that another shot. Steadily understanding the moveset of the massive Balrog, that is the Iron King. He does kind of embody the whole Iron Keep in that it does require you to kind of just rush against him several times, and like eventually it'll click. Anyway, dislike button says, "You shall not pass," cried the wizard. The Balrog gave no reply and fucking lasered him. Yeah, man, like why did the Balrog even like bother with the whip if we could have done that from the whole time? Okay, take some soul arrows. I feel like I can feel it. I can feel it's gonna happen soon. Something just like there's a gimmick here that I'm not seeing, and that's okay, you know. We're soon for sure. Wi-Fi says laugh track. Yeah. Man, I need to get some kind of soundboard for the stream, because I think laugh tracks actually would make this perhaps a little too painful, but I think they would be helpful in creating a right atmosphere. And I think I'm going to kill the turtle this time around. I think at this point it's probably a good idea for me to be making sure that he isn't a threat every time I do this, because I think it will speed up the boss fight potentially. So you see the way I used those soul arrows there, that was entirely to promote a more sword-based battle this time around. That's right, because I think the mid-range thing is not working, or at least not as effectively as it should. Perhaps I will try it again soon. Wi-Fi says, actually, Grimnir says, the wizards will soon have to figure out how to not go mad from the amount of voices in the Deluge. What a glorious first world wizard problem. Yeah, dude, seriously, first world wizard problems. I like that a lot, Grimnir. Yeah, too many voices these days. Now, Wi-Fi says the voices are multiple with each time the wizard bashes his head against the wall. I feel that way. Yeah, that's I like that. I like that interpretation. They keep on getting more and more. Also, okay. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think Tolkien really warned us about this. I guess. These days, the Balrogs have been getting worse. It takes more like 60 people to die every time a Balrog dies. This is the new canon. Also, Michael says, wow, I blinked and there's the 360 people. It's crazy, Michael. I don't know how this happened, but we're kind of balling now. Thank you all so much for joining. This is a very, very delightful time. I'm very happy y'all are here. It really does like make such a difference, like having y'all like on this journey together, because it's like I could be doing this by myself, which I still do, and it would be a fun experience. But this is this feels like a more like meaningful story-driven experience now as a result. So it's been very fun having y'all here, friends. Wifehead says splat. Yeah, that was a pretty funny animation there, honestly. Maybe having that little health isn't the way to go for this fight. But then, you know what? Yeah, I think that the testosterone ring is too tempting. It's clouding my mind. We should probably be using something more practical, like the gold serpent ring. No, okay. We're not going to be using the gold serpent ring. Let's do, yeah, let's just increase. Actually, no, let's yeah, I'll do the Ring of Binding. Seems like the way to go. Just a little bit more health would be nice. And also, as y'all probably noticed, I don't have any effigies, which is a consequence of this location. Also, as a sick, I didn't even notice. I'm assuming those eyes over there, those are the windows we found earlier. 6 statue. Gosh. Okay. Well, let's actually do this for real, totally. Also, we just hit 400 voices. Are you guys gonna witness me suffer and die again? We'll see. Shadow orb, shadow orb, shadow orb. Okay. Come on, dude. Laser. Nice attempt, dude. Okay. As long as there's not a second phase, I think I might be getting it. Okay. I think it's happening. For anyone who doesn't know, this is my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I am a little too close for comfort there. Oh. The comedy of it all. There is a madness slipping into the wizard's mind. Okay. That was a... It feels like it's totally manageable. It's actually like, ah, my gosh. Okay, we're gonna get it this next time around. I think this is gonna be the attempt. In fact, how do I highlight the success of this attempt, and how do I make it like more clear than by I don't know. What's something I can activate for this run? What can I do? Here? How about this? I'm going to randomly use. Here, how about, yeah, I'm going to randomly use, I want to use a random item. Here, we're going to use this random monastery charm. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That was a little sacrifice to the gods, and now we're going to totally beat them this time around, I think. Yeah, sometimes it's like, there's a cost to it all, and so the monastery charm, surely that's going to make it. The voices are saying Balrog has been bulking for real. Fun. Quite some protein, whatever Balrog eats. I guess just the lava diet. I had never thought of it as being particularly proteinaceous, but yeah, this has been a hell of a Balrog. I think Tolkien wouldn't have didn't know Balrogs this large existed. Ah, okay, good. In case you keep doing your thing. Whoa! Okay, that was not the move I was anticipating, so I'm very glad that didn't just one-shot me, because I totally got hit there. So I don't think that hit me, but that's okay. The game dictates it. I think me talking about getting hit and not getting hit, that kind of mentality facilitates the gods to not favor us very well in these kinds of fights. Man. And to whoever had made the prediction that the Iron Keep would take us half the stream, you're right, YFAT, you were correct. We are actually more than halfway through the stream, and we are still in the Iron Keep. The old Iron King has been something, to say the least. I think I will remember this foe well. If anyone's at all kept track of how many times I'm sure no one's kept track of how many times I've died, but if somebody has by chance, that would be pretty cool. I would like to know how many times I've died to the old Iron King, because that's going to let us understand how the Balrogs of this world operate in terms of the deaths that they require to be killed. Yeah, this is canonical Balrog stuff. It's easier to melee fight, says YFAT. Okay, let's try this melee fight you speak of. Not a lot of damage, though. Okay, we're just gonna cover behind here. Stay back. I do like the Shadow Orb. I think the Shadow Orb has been consistently the thing that saves us. Okay, I'm getting that Soul Spear now. Saving that last Soul Spear. Nah, just kidding. We're gonna pop it right now. Oh, the glory. It's so close. Ah, stay back, fiend. No! No! Okay. Pop the Dastus. Lock the hell in. Go behind cover. No, you guys, this is so close. Are we gonna get lasered through the wall? Not if I have anything to say about it. Okay, alright. Show yourself! That's it! Yes! Yes! Glory! Joy. The old Iron King's soul. The things I'm gonna do to it. Perfect. Okay, wow. You know what? That foe, that was a legendary foe, and I'm gonna go eat his soul now in Majula. I think that's gonna feel good on my belly. I'm gonna that made me happy. Okay, petrified something. Of course, that's the reward for killing the old Iron King, is petrified something. Classic Dark Souls 2. Okay, completely different area now. Feels much better. I think he probably had a great, like, one of those big epic souls, right? This is going to be one of those primordial bonfires. Yeah, primal bonfire. Let's get it. Okay. Now one has to ask themselves is, where are we going next? It's not intuitive, not immediately. What do we got here? Forbidden is the path to the ancient king's domain. With water dry and path amiss, woeful temptation is dismissed. Okay, what does this mean? Well, I'm gonna keep reading in a moment, but let me check in with the voices. Everyone's saying stuff. Okay, Melentius sells some effigies. You're right, YFAT. I will go ahead and actually ball out and get a few. Now, YFAT says also the schizophrenia is exponential. It feels that way. He's easier to melee fight, right? As it turned out, it kind of worked, yeah. Grimnir says, man, that looked so good for so long. Well, I think I'm reading old messages at this point, actually. He keeps playing rock, so you need to play paper. He's on fire. I don't like the paper. Okay, yes, everyone's now. Yes, GG, we'll play GG. Thank you, guys. Hooray. Go back to the shadow. That would missed opportunity there, just like button. Thank you. I wish I hit him with the go back to the shadow. But to be fair, I find myself in the shadow quite a lot these days, so that might have been not a good thing to tell him. So we'll see. One more bonfire to go. To go to what? Why fat? I sure wonder where we are actually going to head next. Gosh, okay, let's see. In the tower of the old Iron King resides a child of dark. Interesting. Trespassers will face adversity befitting a monarch. Okay. Adversities befitting a monarch. Very okay, exciting. Befitting a wizard, though. We'll see. Tell you what, friends. What happens now? I don't intuitively know where we're going. Oh. We're going here. I thought we were going to get teleported to Majula like we've been in the past. I guess we're just going straight forward. That's kind of exciting, actually. Wow. Don't know where to go immediately. Closed. Fair enough. Okay. Probably... What are we looking at here? I'm a little concerned about this area. So much so that I should probably just go back and upgrade now. Right? What are we looking at here? Actually, what is everyone saying? Rear. Nice job. Sign is written. Is this like a complete 20 Dark Souls challenges to unlock the ending? This feels like I'm supposed to fill each one with something. Below. Below? No. Okay. Well, this is strange and confusing. I don't know if I like it. We are going to leave this place now. Yes, okay. We'll be back, though, for sure. I'm certain of it. Turn back, all you see who may enter death awaits. Interesting. That's fair enough. Well, I'm sure death awaits us there at some point. I mean, death has awaited us in many corners of Drang Lake at this point, so I am not too concerned about dying that many times. There's a lot of voices now. 495 voices with us here today. Are you guys excited to see some leveling up? We're gonna... Actually, is there any reason for me to keep the soul of the old Iron King? I really wish to use the soul at this point to... As kind of like a... Well, okay, maybe he does need to be honored a little bit as a king, but at the same time, I deeply disrespect... I don't like what he stands for. Again, kingly monarchic figure has too much... what is it? Too much myth around it. You know, we worship our monarchs a little too much around these parts. I think we should be more open to other forms of governorship, not necessarily kings. And I think, yeah, too much legend around them. I think we should be trying to do something about that. Anyway, we have 517 voices with us today. Insane. Okay, you guys are incredible. Happy to have you all here. Welcome to the deluge of voices, to the new view. I usually say this every like 10 minutes these days, but it feels like I should be doing it quicker because there's more of you joining faster. I'm just searching for meaning, memories, and a cool hat and a friend. Those have been the goals. Now let's see here. This is the soul of the rotten, not what I was going for. This is the soul of the old Iron King. Soul of the old Iron King who succumbed to the flames that swallowed his castle. Damn. The Iron King's flesh was charred, and his soul possessed by the things that lurk below. Interesting. What lurks below? Have we even gotten to the things that lurk below? The very eldritch Lovecraftian feel with that one. Okay. Balrog ontologically evil, though? Balrog is not ontologically evil. Well, gosh, I said that, didn't I? Okay. According to Tolkien, the Balrog is in fact ontologically evil, which do with that what you will. That particular Balrog, he wanted to kill me, so that, yeah, I guess he was evil in that sense, but like here's the thing. He wanted me dead so bad that he went towards me out of the lava and wanted to kill me. He literally could have just stood there. and like let me pass on into the room, because he actually didn't have to die. So maybe Balrog ontologically aggressive. That could be it. That could be it. Everything else though, I don't know. And also check it out. 12 strength. I'm doing it. That's right, you guys. This is going to be good for us long term. Actually, let's actually get a little bit of attunement instead. I'm realizing that that might be also a good investment here. I think attunement is a thing I should be trying to be better about. I want to have more spells ultimately. Yes, thank you, friend. Ah, good times, good times. 566 voices. 536 voices. Crazy times, y'all. Wyfett says Balrog lurks below, apparently. I thought Tolkien was pretty black and white on morality. He was pretty black and white on morality, in that, like, the most evil entity ever made an army of Balrogs to serve his deeds. And in that sense, the Balrogs are ontologically evil. But in this world, I don't know. This world, maybe the Balrogs are different. I can for sure say they're ontologically aggressive, as we've established. Now, my friends, where am I supposed to go? I mean, I know that there are options as to where I could go, but where are y'all thinking I should go? Give me a direction, friends. I wish to not stall the stream for too long with my unknowing of where to go next, because I'm immediately not thinking of anything. There is that place in the woods that we didn't go to, that allegedly is very important, actually, from what I remember Wyfett saying. So we might actually go back to the woods. But yeah, no. Just give me a direction, y'all, and I'll be going there. If y'all can at this point. Also, we should check in with the wizard guy. I think the wizard guy has been just chilling, looking at the horizon for a little too long there. He needs some trade.
I trust you kept up your studies.
Yeah, I think a little bit. Think we're kind of going at it. Yeah. What we got here, man? Soul barrage. Magic weapon. Heavy soul arrow. I don't know, actually. I think you kind of don't have epic spells. I want cooler hexes. That's the thing. Back to the shaded woods yet again, says Wyfett. I trust Wyfett. He has guided us right many times, so we're going back to the shaded woods. He's one of those arch voices, you could say. How about we go to the ruined fork road? Is that no, shaded ruins. Yeah, shaded ruins it is. Gosh, the shaded ruins are scary. We'll get there though. Get through it over time. Gosh, I don't know where though. I have been stuck here for a while in the shaded ruins, so it feels strange. Wyfett, where in the shaded ruins? I don't know. I usually don't like you guys giving me specific tips. It's like I can tell there is a chest right over there, which, now that I say that, I think I know how to get to it. Let me go and do that. Actually, did I do that already? It's all right. You could visit Strayed for more spells. You're right. I should do that. I think I will do that very soon. But I'm gonna first check on this location that you suggested I go to. You guys. It's so interesting transitioning from the old Iron King to random area in the woods. Doesn't feel quite right. But here we are. Okay. Oh gosh, I forgot about you. Nope. Haha, not even close. Nice. Ah, what was that? The comedy of that was great. Actually, I kind of enjoyed that. Important statue next to bonfire. Ooh, really hitting us with it. Important statue next to... Very cryptic. So, there's a statue right there. I think that's probably the one you're referring to. So I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I will kill this man first. Since he has already killed me. Wow. No, dude, stop. Stop it, please. There you go. No matter how far I... Oh, gosh, okay, I guess we're doing a Radiant Life Gem now. No matter how far I go through the land of Drang Lake, it feels like there's always something around the corner that you know, just I mean, sorry, yeah, that I'm not like prepared for, or that I have already defeated, and yet I'm still not prepared for it, even having mastered it in the past. Feels like mastery is very foreign to the land of Drangleic, or at least to my state of being in this land. Really just letting this man stab me, huh? Okay. No more. Kind of a beast, that man, huh? I really, man, I've talked about ghosts before, and my stance with the ghosts is weird. They are strange beings. I don't really know how to fully process, because their lack of physicality is weird, and yet they're still like, I mean, look, that guy clearly physically is harming me. I can hear his blade entering my flesh, so I don't know, man. Something about them doesn't feel right. Okay, here. I don't know why this one particularly is a beast, but no more. Although I will remember him as the guy who just chased me around in circles for a solid minute there. Alright, let's see. What is this epic item that we've been so deprived of? Titanite chunk. Titanite chunk? Yes! I think this is our first Titanite chunk. Joy. Petrified dragon bone. Not sure what we're going to do with that, but let's actually go ahead and read that, if it's at all something I can read quickly. If I can't find it, that's okay. Petrified dragon bone. A large petrified bone reinforces equipment made from special souls, commonly called a dragon's bone, but the veracity of the name is questionable. In any case, this petrified bone houses great power. Okay, well, I'm assuming this is for upgrading, yeah, dragon-ish weapons, which we've seen in previous Souls games. Okay. Ha. I'm not getting cursed today. I really was hoping to just parry him flawlessly there, but I'm not particularly great at doing that with invisible targets, or semi-invisible, translucent more like. So we've done this with 2 people at this point. We've cured two people of petrification. We're gonna do it a 3rd time, because allegedly this might be it. Okay. Are you gonna... Wow, was pretty cool. Okay, you're a pretty cool guy. I think we might have been trolled by YFAT. YFAT trolling? Is this in fact the creature that you've been talking about? Okay. Not even close. Dies. Yeah, fair enough. George, hello, friend. Oh, you guys, this is George. He's been on our streams, I think, I mean, at this point, consistent viewer. I appreciate you being with us once again, friend. Happy to have you here. George says, can I suggest you go look for a big hat? The crowd of voices in your head is resorting to elbowing each other. A bit crowded. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Ben. And I bruise easily. I'm sorry, George. I'll try to facilitate you more. I would like to look for a better hat. Do the voices suggest anywhere in particular that I can find a better hat? Because I would like to find a cool wizard hat. That would be sick. Also, check this out. I'm a wizard. Oh, gosh. Okay, wait. Hello there. You're kind of jacked. YFAT, is this truly the thing that... Fang Key. Well, thank you, YFAT. That actually... The YFAT... It always feels like it. It always feels like YFAT is trolling us. Like, dude, like, go jump off a cliff here, and, like, you jump off and you die, and it's like, wow, YFAT, why would you do this to me? And then you respawn somewhere in a new location, you know? It's like that kind of stuff. So thank you for that, YFAT. I shouldn't... You're getting interesting power over me, and that I actually, like, I might be trusting you a little too much. So, thank you. I appreciate how honest you've been. So, I'm assuming that this keys perhaps to this area that we're about to enter, or to the other part of the shaded woods. That's my guess, but who knows? The stuff is strange. Okay. Also, gosh, I gotta throw it in there since there's so many of you here. If any of y'all are interested, please join our Discord. It's in the channel description for this channel, and it would help you stay up to date with the streams and other essay projects I'm working on and all that. And it would be cool to have more comrades and in the deluge of voices in the Discord. One of these days he'll turn on me someday. Okay, thank you, YFAT. I shall devour the voices to gain power. The voices are beginning to create like their own little like wacky like political landscape where they're turning on each other and wild. I'm curious what everyone's opinion is on the hexes. For some reason, YFAT has been like consistently trying to dissuade me from using hexes, and that's just I don't know, man. I guess like I get it, but it would be. I think they're kind of cool. I think there's a like look at that. Like, is that not sick? Just oh fuck. They blind me. They blind me. They make things too easy that to the point where I can get flanked like that. I suppose that's an issue. We might go back to Strayed and get some cooler spells from them, because I kind of want to have some spells, you know. Might also get a charm, or equip a bone charm that's going to let us cast more spells, like this thing here. When I have more, you know what? Why not? Well, let's actually do it right now. Let's equip my the stuff that I can actually cast with my with the thing here. Here, what if I? Yeah, no more of these. Let's actually try Scraps of Life, Hex, Resonant Soul. Why can't I do anything with that? Catalyst, Sacred Chime. I have a Sacred Chime, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, we're gonna try maybe this one. Scraps of Life. It looks kind of sick. Looks sort of metal. We'll at least try that out. Oh gosh, okay. That's what I get for looking at or thinking about the voices too much. Okay. And but man, going through the Iron Keep was such a strange experience. Like I feel like I can recall storming a castle before, and that was a way longer process. I mean, it involved me dying a lot less times, but it was also because it took forever. Feels like people often portray how storming castles is like, oh yeah, you just like put some ladders on top of them and just like get right in, and you know, some people die in the beginning, but then everyone gets stormed and it's so epic and cool. Man, storming a castle is nigh impossible. It's like actually yeah, it's insane. Like imagine like even if you had like 100 dudes here and you were all trying to go up this wall and you had a ladder, all it takes is just one dude on the top to tip the ladder over and throw a rock down at your head. And so really what it mostly comes down to is just you know, kind of waiting it out and starving out your enemies. That's sort of what we had to do, and we had a huge advantage because I remember it was me and the Skeleton Lords back then, and the Skeleton Lords, a cool gimmick here, they didn't really starve, and neither did their forces, and so laying a siege was kind of really easy, because even during the winter we kind of had enough food, because it was just like me and like 3 other undead guys, and then like a bazillion skeletons that just mostly just chattered the whole winter without really needing any kind of sustenance. Yeah, no, this is we do love I mean, I loved skeletons. They were so cool. We did have some disputes later down the line though, after we did destroy that castle, over months and months of sieging. If I'm being, wow, that guy just predicted like me. Wow, just perfect shot. If y'all saw that, he was kind of crazy there. Insane tracking there. I don't remember why we were sieging that castle, if I'm being honest. Like, that just completely slips my mind, and I hope maybe one of these days I'll be able to remember exactly what it is. And so far, nobody's told me I'm going the wrong way, so I'm assuming this is in fact the right way. Grimnir says, Wi-Fi truly be eating the other voices for power golf. Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty powerful, especially this last stream, so yeah, for sure. Also, Wi-Fi says, perhaps I will devour the wizard's voice. I don't know, man. No, okay, so, yeah, I guess there's a threatening voice in here now. Wi-Fi was here since the very first time I set my foot in Drang Lake, and he's witnessed the whole journey, and so I guess he has the most fodder to attack us. But actually, well, there's a few others. There's a few others who also hold a similar amount of power. So, okay, so see how there's the Seek Mightier Souls. This is a cool gimmick of Dark Souls 2 where you're not allowed to go anywhere. Just kidding. This is a gimmick of all Dark Souls games. Okay. It looks like this was not the right way. I wish there was a despair emote. But of course, I should have expected that. Oh my gosh. Would you guys? Okay, you know what? I'm a fool. I'm actually a fool. Why don't I just read the description of the key instead of just like putting out like this like random hope that, oh yeah, maybe I'll find the right key. Yeah, we're just gonna sit down and like actually read the description of this item. Here, yeah, let's see here. Also, oh, Aged Crits, good friend. So happy to have you here. Glorious times. Aged Crit says, whoa, where did all the viewers come from? Dude, I don't know, man. It's been honestly amazing. It's so cool having so many voices in the deluge today. Hope to see all guys around in the future. And again, if y'all wish to stick around more, please, yeah, again, we're always looking for more comrades in the Discord. And we are now looking for a key. The Fang key, specifically. Okay, a strange key shaped like a wild beast's fang. What manner of dilettante would create such a key, and what might it unlock? That really helped. Thank you, Fang Key. You're so cool. That's crazy. What are we even? Where can we even go at this point? So we've done the Black Gulch. That was a wild experience. Lots of nasties in there. Grave of Saints was kind of cool. We made a pact with the Rat King. I still feel the bite of his teeth, like on the back of my neck. It's still there. It's a very kind of ethereal sort of bite. But he hasn't really been gnawing at my brain too much lately. Ruined Fork Road. What is this? Oh yeah, we already did that, huh? What are we looking for, friends? What is here for us? Feels like we've already gone everywhere. Well, we're gonna find somewhere. If anybody has any suggestions, I am currently stuck, and it's kind of a little scary to like sit down and like really think with, I guess, 592 voices in your head. Feels like a lot of pressure, but it's also kind of really cool. Whatever, I'm thinking about it. Anyway, Dislike Button says, which of the emotes is the best despair emote? The actual despair emote is the best for despair, but unfortunately we don't have that one now. We have to find it somewhere. This is certainly not a despair emote, but this is the only emote we've found thus far in this world of Drang Lake. Okay, man, you guys, I don't think this was the right way. So we are gonna go back to the Majula, talk a little bit to the people there. Perhaps maybe they might be onto something. Wi-Fi says, have you tried the Shaded Woods? I've heard the Shaded Woods are coming. Okay, so there's something. Okay, all right, Shaded Woods it is then, huh? Thank you, Aged Crits. You've been delightful in all your assistance with these. Did you see what was past the Scorpion boss? Aged Crits, I feel like I have. I mean, Wi-Fi, do you remember? Did I ever go past the Scorpion boss? I'm pretty sure I did, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fool. Who knows? Also, 600 voices, a new record. Welcome in, everybody. I am just a wizard. First time in Drang Lake. Yes, my first Dark Souls 2 playthrough, and I just defeated the Old Iron King, which is crazy. He was probably might have been the mightiest Balrog I've ever even heard of, let alone seen. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. We're totally gonna live. These are actually so agonizing sometimes. Okay, dude, come on, come at me. Nice, that felt good. Okay. Oh yeah, I killed this man's body allegedly.
Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. So I thought,
I don't think I did that.
game two, I found myself like this.
Sorry, man. Looks like a necromancy incident.
What explains it? But it's not so bad, really. And now I watch the days go by, gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed from war. I've grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now.
Man. Sorry, dude. That man. I'll pour one out for you, or drink one out for you, I suppose.
I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance.
You've been really in control of distance these days,
I want to
I'm
warn
sure.
you of something. My body.
Okay.
I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me.
I think I did that. I'm pretty sure.
Wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy.
Talk about
See the wretched thing
mind-body dualism.
far away.
A little on the nose there. It's like, oh, the poetic head versus the primal warlike body. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, Wi-Fi says, okay, oh my gosh. Oh, lots of voices here. Have you... Oh, gosh, I really need to. Okay. Have you... Okay, no. Aged Crit says, did you see what was past the Scorpion boss? I'm not sure. I might have to go there after the Shaded Woods. Wi-Fi says, I shall doom you to an eternal existence of wandering the Shaded Woods. If anybody can in fact confirm whether or not Wi-Fi is true here about the Shaded Woods, then I would deeply appreciate that. Because he has had all the power in terms of directing me this stream. That's a lot of power. H Crit says, you sure? I'm not sure, man. I don't know who to trust. The voices are many. I'm in the Shaded Woods, man. There's nothing but confusion in this place. And I guess invisible soldiers and fog. And also, hello there. Is that CO2MO2M? Fell asleep hours ago and woke up to this on autoplay. You serenaded my dreams. Just wanted to let you know that. Earned a like. Oh, thank you, friend. So happy to have you here. Well, happy to have you. Join the deluge of voices. Good times. Made me smile, friend. Thank you. H. Chris says, imagine having enough charisma to soothe the disembodied voices in your. You guys are. Thank you, guys. That's that right. Thank you. All right. Well, anyway, not enough of that. George says, that reminds me a little of God of War. Similar situation there. Hero seeking wisdom from a disembodied head. Okay. I like that. I might play God of War one of these days. That would be pretty cool. Grimnir Talks says, the only direction I could imagine you're missing would be after the Shaded Ruins. Really? I probably am. Am I actually so like foolish as to... Also, that's cool. What was that? Is that the tree? We hate nature. No. Oh, dude, sorry, dude. I had to hit the... Oh, what are you guys? I thought there was only one. Sorry. Wrong space to hit somebody, I guess. Check it out. I'm using all my radiant life gems purely on purpose, for sure. Okay. Well, we are going to go ahead and see, maybe you guys were onto something about that. Gosh, where am I? I deeply suspect I am, in fact, lost. I am lost. Oh, that's a... Ooh, wow, that was crazy. Okay. Oh, that's new. Let's see. What do we got here? Surely not two guys directly behind me. What we got? Old Sun Ring. Yo, Solaire reference. For real. Okay. We are moving along. H. Crit says, yes, you're letting the voices rule your senses. I am letting the voices rule my senses. It feels like the voices are by far the most, like, consistently helpful extension of my nervous system that seems to, like, know things that it shouldn't. So it's been kind of helpful following the voices, but I also understand the potential problem of following the voices too much, and just like that, I've beaten the Shaded Woods area. You see, guys, I just went completely around the area. There's nothing else to explore here. We are done with the Shaded Woods, and we're gonna go explore the area around the, excuse me, the Scorpion Lady. We're gonna go back there and see if I missed something, which I feel like I didn't, because there wasn't really anything after her in my memory. But maybe I just went ahead and teleported as soon as I finished the battle because I was too low on HP or something and wanted those souls too badly. So let's see here. I'm gonna actually run past all these enemies because why would I stick around? We're purely experimenting here. I do not know what awaits us. H. Crit says, go look in the bigger Scorpion boss arena. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we're gonna do exactly that. But I feel like we did that, though. I feel like we just did that. Like last stream, we went into the Scorpion arena. We went here. And then we went into this doorway. And there was nothing there, to my memory. Or wait. Wait a minute. I think I was wrong. I think there was something there, and I just didn't go there because it wasn't a good point to go there. I am a fool. We have just discovered something possibly grand. Yes! I do remember. We did enter this place, and I turned back, and then I guess I just marked the areas complete in my mind. Doors of Pharaohs. Pharaohs, like the Lockstone. We're going to put stones in his mouth. Crazy. Okay, well... Let's do this. Gosh. Also, I should say, the stream is going to go on for another probably 40, 50 minutes, probably at most an hour, I'd say. So just, yeah, giving everyone a heads up. But we're going to be here for a bit. So what are you, friend? You killed a mammoth? You are a mammoth. Oh, gosh. That actually would be wild. I kill him and they hit us with the last giant again. Like, you killed the last mammoth. This is an epic mammoth strategy. This is how we killed all the mammoths out of existence, or mastodons even. Yeah, we just, you know, I guess not quite. I guess I think from my memory, it was more like we made them fall off cliffs and then like stabbed them and stuff. But similar. Yo, that's not Gavlan. It can't be. He was such a homie. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do it, actually. He's too slow. I need to ponder for a second. I don't want that to be Gavlan. That better not be Gavlan. Also, H. Crit says, Tada, my favorite area. Mammoth, you could say. Yep. A man. I see. Oh, wow. Well done. All right. That's not Gavlan. I refuse to believe it was Gavlan. They're just a random dwarf. Old mundane stone. Yeah, see, Gavlin would carry something. He would carry a non-mundane stone because Gavlin was so cool. Yeah. Okay, we got a prism stone. Yeah, he would have carried something like that. Nice! Oh, progress. Oh, it feels good. It feels so nice to actually get some like steady progress on Dark Souls and like, yeah, actually make our way through the world instead of feeling stuck, like not knowing where to go. Thank you guys all for pointing me here. I trust you all fully with my life. Are you chill? You kind of look chill. All right, well, you know what they say, don't harass a mammoth for no reason. So we're gonna go elsewhere now. It's a little daunting how big the area is, because now it feels like I might actually have too many places to go, but that's a good problem to have. See those Pharaoh's Lockstones there? That's oh, or this one here. Pointless. Well, I like that. So we're just not going to do that one because we trust the random voice on the floor. That's the nature of the Pharaoh's Lockstone, that it doesn't do anything. No way. Well, surely we can progress in this area without any lockstones, because that would really be unfortunate if I couldn't. Because I don't have a single lockstone at this point. Okay. Oh. Oh, so according to H crits, I behold dwarves. So I guess that was in fact not Gavlan, and we are okay. Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. I will never believe that that was Gavlan, although he did look kind of similar to Gavlan, but just didn't have a spear. He didn't have the wheel. Yeah. Okay. I do like the having to get wet every time I walk in here. Also, is my robe wet? No, that would be too cool. Okay. Huh. It's strange, like, traversing this place, because, you know, I think, like, in the state of undeath, you actually don't really feel a lot of pain, like, at all. What are you? Are you a rat? I think I'm chill with the rats now. The rats don't attack me. Dude, let me through. Thank you. That feels kind of awesome, actually. The allegiance with the rats finally has its purpose. Also, we should probably at some point get an effigy. That would be really neat. I think I will do that soon. In fact, I'll probably end up using the soul of the old Demon King to do that. Twisted Barricade. Soul of a Proud Knight. Okay, of course. Oh my gosh, are these all just little dwarven tunnels? That's so cool! What? Oh, I love that. That's delightful. Little dwarven tunnels for little dwarven dudes. Glorious, man. Tolkien would love this place. Hey, oh, are you just chill, man? Something feels wrong. Am I getting a little disconnected or something? That's the energy that I'm getting from this place. Okay. I guess that's the case. I guess we're just going past these guys. So this isn't a mimic, just kind of judging by the teeth, or not the teeth, but I don't know. That's totally okay. Oh, okay. I guess it's not a mimic. We're good. Oh, fair enough. But I did have a suspicion. Okay, a Titanite chunk, petrified dragon bone. Man, we're really getting some upgrade materials. I have no clue which Pharaoh's Lockstone was important, but we are gonna assume that there isn't a single important Pharaoh's Lockstone in the whole production area of Pharaoh's Lockstones. Also, oh, that's kind of interesting. So we now have a reason to assume that the Pharaoh's Lockstones were made by the dwarves, or that the dwarves are actually, like, I don't know, in charge of this place with the locks. Anyway, also just check out that sick anvil design. Sorry, like hammer design. It's like, this feels like that's a dwarf for some reason. I don't know. It just has that energy. Just a massive, just two slabs of stone held together by some wood. Delightful. Love this design. Okay. To anyone who is who knows what's up, am I in fact just is the game lagging? Why is this happening? Oh, petrified dude. Oh man. Sure hope this isn't Gavlan. That would suck. Try comfort. Do I have anything? That's a little fucked up. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. We're gonna keep walking. That didn't happen. Okay. Man, these guys are all gonna turn on me, aren't they? Or something doesn't feel right. Large soul of a brave warrior. They're all gonna turn around, and every single dwarf in the area is just gonna rush at me like a million gremlins. Which, I don't know, this is a very uncanny location, I have to say that much. Sheesh, okay. You guys, am I in the right place? Sorry, are these, oh, there we go. No, I am in the right place. It's just, wow, okay. Alright, anyway, that was cool. Okay, Grimnir says it does seem a little strange that they stood so still. H. Crit says, Rat Covenant? Is this in fact why they didn't attack me? The dwarves have an allegiance with the rats as well? Something good has come of this place. Okay, fun little detail. It is strange to think that we just like walked past all of them, just like it was nothing. I'm going to go ahead and actually sit at the bonfire just for a little bit, and whatever awaits me behind this fog wall, I'm going to be ready to go at it with all my spells. So, let's see. Okay, we got a cave, not a boss fight. So this was probably not a boss fight. Just judging by the size of the room, it like, yeah. This is a very intimidating room, though. It actually feels oppressive. Okay, so the rats. Since when? Since what? Those are not rats. Oh, Royal Rat Authority. Royal Rat Authority. We're in good terms. You got the wrong guy. Man, if you really think this is what you want to do, I mean, I can't stop you. But the king isn't going to like this, you guys. Okay. Wow, you guys are toxic? That's crazy. Okay. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and kill these little creatures as soon as it starts. I'm confused about the lore here. This is quite something. Michael says I'm one with the rats in the dark. Well, clearly something is wrong. They got the wrong information here. I am with the rats. So why is the Royal Rat Authority attacking me? Of course, H crits hits us with the rats. Rats, we're the rats. Last time this happened, everyone started spamming rats, we're the rats. Fair enough. You still hold allegiance with the Rat King. I do still hold allegiance with the Rat King, so why are they attacking me? Do they want me to wear my ring? I could do it. Or whatever, we'll see. I'm gonna attack the little creatures first. They deserve death most of all. They are... Okay, you guys are toxic, fucked up, and... Hell of a creature here. I actually really wonder how difficult is this boss fight going to be. It doesn't feel like it should be difficult. It feels like it's going to be like, you know, oh, I walk in, I kill a few creatures, it's over, we win. But the presence of the larger dog thing at the same time with the little creatures might make it difficult. This is like a kind of a capper demon situation happening. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. We're probably gonna be okay. Okay. You know what? This should be fine now. We're actually not fine. This is a... I do like the design of that thing. He's very... I guess... What? Let me give you some, like, epic academic insider commentary here. That thing looks very dog-like. It's, even has a little bit of a rat tail there, as you can see, which indicates that it's, kind of like a rat dog of a kind, yeah. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough academic commentary for now. I'll think more about it. Sorry. I love the lock-on here. That's delightful. Oh man, he destroys his own little guy. Okay. There is a way to do it. I just gotta stay behind him, I think. Lock the hell in. I think the wizard is too comfortable with his own deaths, given that he isn't actually losing any kind of health for it, or doesn't have any kind of effigy. I think that's what the effigies actually do. That's a really helpful thing with them, is that they make you feel like you shouldn't die. It feels like there's something at stake. Right now, it feels like, oh yeah, no, I'm eventually gonna like kind of like get it, you know, as I'm attacking all these little creatures. Okay, dude. How are you doing? Okay. Should I be trying to get close to you? Huh? Try your little bite. Okay, it is pretty cool having magic abilities. I do expect to get jumped at. Like that. That was about what I expected, actually. This is an interesting boss fight. I like how big the arena is. This thing is also quite unrelenting in a way you don't really expect a giant boss to be. It feels like a small boss. Like it feels like a little, yeah, it feels like a little enemy dog. Like, yeah, actually straight up, it's just a little Dark Souls dog that they just made massive, and now you have this thing. It's like Seath didn't have like the energy of this creature. Yes, it's kind of funny thinking about it. It's like, yeah, Seath was this massive, majestic wolf entity with a sword. Ah, he's so cool. This thing, just a little rat dog, you know. He's got the like the frantic energy about him. I like that like duality of the different dog enemies in the Dark Souls games. In the third Dark Souls, there is the other wolf enemy, which is a very forgettable boss fight. I just remembered it for the first time in years at this point, so it's kind of crazy. Save the life gems. You have a bonfire next to the boss fog. You are so wise, my friend. Thank you, Aged Crits. Michael says, behold a dog. Yes, straight up, yeah. George says, it's politics. Big Rat Dog is jealous of your position in the Rat Covenant, so he called a few friends to bully you. You're so right, man. Oh, that was a misclick. Okay. You're totally right about that, George. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. Okay, well, we made it. We made it. Now, what's gonna happen to me here? Oh, okay. All right. So if I just... So maybe being under him kind of works. Okay. All right. This feels vaguely Bloodborne-ish in that I should probably be underneath him. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to dodge that. That gives me like a reminder of like Abriatus charging at me and being unable to do anything about it because of the janky hitboxes. But that's okay. I think that's going to be rough about this creature is in fact as I said before, the weird looking hitboxes, or just... Yeah, like, okay, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do there? Okay. So, being underneath him works. We are chipping it away at the Rat Dog. Royal Rat Authority. Man. The king likes me more. I know it. Okay. He simply cannot cope with the fact that I am the favorite of the king. What the fuck? Actual dog. Okay. Okay, that was crazy. Okay, that was like the least expected. Like, yeah, again, the grace of the Great Wolf Sith compared to the Royal Rat Authority. You know, that was a perfect perfect example of the dichotomy between the two kinds of boss dog fights, dog boss fights in the Souls games. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. We're doing pretty good there, though. I think we're gonna be able to get him pretty quickly here. Okay, of course, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, getting underneath him does make the fight much easier. But I don't know. That vomit thing, that was crazy. Like, yeah, what am I supposed to do there? I'm sure there's like a perfect little dodge frame there, but it eludes me. Oh, there we go. That was the perfect dodge frame. Stay beneath the dog. Okay. He's gonna hit us with it again, isn't he? But not this time. This time I'm gonna, yeah, do that. Okay. Well, very nice. Royal Rat Authority Soul. Rat Tail. Crazy, you guys. Crazy stuff. Huh. The Royal Rat Authority is that was a wild boss fight. Just conceptually, like I liked its energy a lot. Also, just quite humorous all around. Let's quickly get some souls and stuff. Okay. Oh, hello. Grimnir says, "Thanks for the stream, Wizard. I'll have to dematerialize now and return to my own real realm again. Take care. Have fun, everybody." Oh, dude, thanks so much for joining. Actually, and everybody, Grimnir's awesome. If y'all don't know, he does great video essays on Dark Souls, actually, and several other kinds of video games. He recently made one on cool checkpoints, or just on checkpoints in video games. It's kind of like a fun, like, vibes essay, that one. But he also does, like, very nice, like, close readings of monsters. Again, highly recommend his stuff. Really, please check out his work. Yeah. Anyway, Aged Crit says he barfed all over you. yeah. If you also, it also broke your gear by the looks of it. Oh, suffering. Well, let's go fix that now. Broke my gear. Like, I can repair my gear. Let's see. Let's actually begin with that. I think we're a little bit behind on all that.
Go on, show me what you've got.
Ah, man, Lanigrast, good friend. Thank you for all the help you do to us. Michael says, dog defeated. Yes, I'm very happy the dog is behind us now. Those were some wacky hitboxes it had there. Okay, well, we're gonna repair this, repair that. I do want this. I do like this thing, but nah, another time. I told you all, yeah, that one time I had to subsist entirely off of rats using the Ring of the Evil Eye in Dark Souls 1, walking through the sewers, just trying to find a way out, trying to find a bonfire, and just having no Estus flasks, and only being able to kill, like, basilisks and rats to regain tiny bits of HP with that ring. That was one of the cooler memories in Dark Souls. Gosh. Whoever had that experience, please share. Because I feel like that whole area was designed in a way that you're exploring the sewers, and then you just run out of Estus flasks, and you're completely lost, and then it hits you with that ring when you have nothing, and then you just have to, like, eat your way out of the sewers and to find a bonfire. Anyway, we are trying to. We just repaired all of our equipment. Now it's time to get real with it. Let's get that. Oh, we can't upgrade our twinkling titanite staff yet. Okay. Well, let's do the sorcerer staff. Yeah, let's start with that. I'm tempted to upgrade it further, but let's also do the sword. The sword is just a consistently useful thing. It's a little scary, honestly, upgrading the sword. Do I though? I think I should. You guys, is there a way for me to... I want my sword to actually do, like, scale with intelligence to some degree. I wonder if there's, like, some sorcerer's stone I can equip it with. Screw it, might as well. We'll get our staff upgrades later. Yeah, okay. That's good. One day we'll also upgrade some of these for sure, but not just yet. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Now let's get a little bit of life gems and maybe even an effigy. You know, an effigy is good for the soul, or so they say. I didn't realize how cheap these were. We're gonna buy all the effigies because, hell yeah. And also, let's dishonor that king. Let's dishonor that king. No more old Iron King. Goodbye. Wait, is that necessary for progression? It wouldn't make sense that I could just, like, do that. Okay, Michael. Okay, oh yeah, sorry, yes. H-Crit says getting cursed down there is the first playthrough experience. You're so right. That was, like, wild. Like, having to go all the way through, was it Undeadburg? Either way, all the way down through Blight Town with just half HP. That was, man, horrifying experience. Almost made me quit Dark Souls. Thankfully, they patched the health penalty limit to the curse in DS1. Yeah, for sure. Screw it. We're using the soul of the old Iron King. Surely they can't just, like, halt the game if I do that. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. And you know what? We can actually do a thing real fast. Just very quickly. The Straight is waiting for us, so we can actually go ahead and buy some hexes from him, I think. And that would be kind of awesome, because I've been really wanting to. Hello, Strayed. What are you saying? I don't know what to tell you, man. This is a very good coded wizard. Also, let's learn a gesture. Mock gesture. Interesting. Let's talk a little bit. Man, I don't know. That was a while back. I don't know, man. I guess no one missed you. I'm sorry. You guys know of an old sorcerer called Zargathrax? That guy. This is what this guy reminds me of. Even in his design, Zargathrax. That guy. Highly recommend listening to his work. Yeah, Zargathrax, really great musician. Okay, let's see. What do you want to trade? You want to trade something, dude? I don't think I want these. That's not great. Okay, what else you got? Ooh, Hood of the Forlorn. Kind of curious, actually. Hood of the Forlorn, who wandered the land of the undead, born of Aldea's obsession with the first sin, the forlorn lost both their corporeal form and a world to call their own. Now they drift into other worlds, ever in search of a home. But without self, one has neither beginning nor end, and so the forlorn have only to wander. That's kind of based, actually. Cool. I like that. Cool commentary on nature of self, I suppose. In place of wear. Absorbs souls in place of wear. That's weird. Extends length and spell effects. Ooh. I kind of like that. We're gonna probably buy that in a second, actually. That looks sick. Okay. I noticed some people are probably getting tired at this point. It has been a long journey today. Okay. Here, what do we have? Dark Hail. I wish I could just like do like a guitar riff, just like it's delightful. We're gonna go ahead and buy some Dark Hail, because surely nothing bad will come of it. And all of these happen to use staffs, right? I think this one uses a staff. This one also uses a staff. Huh? How quaint. Let's see, what can we do with the with all these new spells we just found? We're gonna do many good things with them. You think you can really handle my potions, traveler? Same energy. Yeah, I think I can. I think I've been doing pretty good with the Shadow Orb. The Shadow Orb's been perfectly safe for me to use, actually. Michael says, did you get a Dark Souls gem yet? Sorry, Dark Souls gem yet? Did you get a Dark gem yet? I think the Crystal Lizard drops one on the way to the gutter. Ooh, I'm gonna... Okay, I didn't find that. That kind of daunts me, having to find a Crystal Lizard. That's pain. He doesn't know how to infuse weapons yet. I guess I don't know how to infuse weapons yet. I mean, I know how to do it in other Souls games, for sure, but, like, this has been not something I've been able to do yet in this one. And, oh my gosh, it costs a lot to upgrade now. That's okay. We're gonna try to get some life gems, because those are, I mean, always good. And let's just feel out some spells, Yeah, let's try out what are we gonna got these days? Attune spells, so we can try instead of these two. Oh wow, do we actually just not meet some requirements? No, we do. What? Why? What? My friends, what is the issue here? Why can't I use my Dark Hail? It is good. What seems to be the problem? Does it take multiple? Oh, I see. Okay. So that was interesting. Let's try that. So Twisted Barricade. What is that? A hex that distorts local space. For a brief moment, spells are deflected. Hexer Gilia never took an apprentice, making it unclear how his spells were passed down. It is even possible that hexes came from another source entirely. That's kind of cool. I like that we're getting some cool lore here. We're gonna try out this spell here. Dark Hail is cool. And we're also going to try out... I think that's literally all the space we have, though. How interesting. Okay. Well, alright. I guess those are all the spells we have now. Let's give it a shot. We are now finding ourselves inside of the Mammoth place, which doesn't have an apparent bonfire for some reason, which is understandable completely. I'm very confused, if I'm being honest. What? You guys, am I just blind? What's wrong with the Mammoth? What? Oh, there we go. Well, that's not it, though. Doors of Pharaohs. Okay, I think that is it. Okay. We'll try it again. Let's see, what is everyone saying? Attunement slots. They require multiple free slots. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So we're now in the Doors of Pharaohs. And now we go through over here. Scraps of Life. We can't actually cast Scraps of Life, which gives me a reason to equip something else, because I kind of want to have something that's not Scraps of Life. Here, Attune spells. We're not going to use Scraps of Life. I don't understand what it does. We'll instead use the Heavy Soul Arrow, because we do like our Heavy Soul Arrow is consistently good. But we also have Dark Hail, which, is neat. Also, thank you for telling me that, YFAT. You've really wonderful at facilitating my experience with these new spells. Thank you, friend. Hello. Oh my gosh. Caught lacking. Excuse me. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Yeah.
Speak thy mind, servant.
What are you selling? Your Highness. Offer a rat tail. Yeah, take it, sir. I killed my, I guess, nemesis now. I was the dog was my nemesis. My
servant, tell me the way of things. There has been much honor in thy service, despite the human blood coursing thy veins.
What a noble being.
I am merciful, and trust in thee as I would any rat.
Thanks, man. Ah.
Servant, do not disappoint me.
Man, I've like, it's rare that in a video game like you actually like feel like a pressure to live up to a certain like standard of honor, and that guy makes me feel that. Also, is there still something for me to be exploring here? It feels like I've already figured this place out. Almost 600 viewers says now JM6FL. We actually did reach 600 viewers. I think we got to like 630 at some point, which is crazy. It's we're moving up in the world. Yes, as it is said. Thank you guys so much for being here, you guys. Okay. What the hell is happening? Where are we going? I was so prepared to just tackle that area over there, and yet there's nothing immediate. Perhaps there's something else at work? Okay. So we're not supposed to go down there. The water is actually composed of minor black holes. And whenever you step in, the weight just crushes you instantly. Anyway, move on until you get more lockstones. A level 100 wizard. Thank you, Naos. Appreciate that. Wi-Fi says continue forward past the Rat King. Okay, let's see. Can we even do that? Can we go past the Rat King? I feel like if it seems, sorry, maybe I'm being a little dumb here. Wait, what am I doing, dude? Okay, here we meant to equip this one. Yes. We're going to check past the Rat King, because I thought that past the Rat King was the return to the previous bonfire, because that's sort of what it looked like. So let's not walk off the edge again. And we're going to go past the Rat King. Watch it. Yep. Oh. I guess we're literally going the right way. I thought for some reason that this wasn't the right way. It keeps happening where I'm like, oh yeah, no, I this totally can't go there, and then I can actually go there, and it's not anything old. It's pretty new. Hello, dwarf. You're a good friend, right? I like how even the axes are as slow as the dwarf. Dude, check this out. Dark hail. Oh, dark hail again. Dark orb. Sorry, bro. Yeah, dude's full of nothing but mundane stones. I kind of actually trying out the Dark Hail. That's pretty cool. Being able to. Wait, no, dude, just stop it! Oh, stupid lizard. Okay. Okay. Oh, yo, what are you up to, man? What, you got a cool anvil there? Oh, I see. Oh, you're like a little goblin, huh? Wonder why the dwarves let you live here. Like, you feel the power of the dark orb. It annihilates beautifully, which is kind of glorious. And we kind of go through here, which is fine. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna play for the next maybe like 15-ish minutes, just kind of see. Actually, I'm just gonna say this now. We are on the final life. That's it. Yeah, actually, yeah, we're on the final life, and actually in preparation for the final life, you know, whatever happens, boom, final life. This is the ultimate declaration. Whatever happens next, I am not restarting. We are going to end the stream after the final life. Yes. And to those wondering, the wizard is very, very, very pale. Yeah, that's his nature. Okay, he goes on. I go on. Aged Crit says 600 views for DS2 is crazy. Oh, thank you, man. This is exciting. Aged Crit says, I thought people disliked DS2. Anvil for a flail. So awesomely crude. It's beautiful. I mean, I can't imagine just being that jacked that you would do that. But I guess, yeah. I don't know. Insane dwarven stuff. I used to do it. I had a D&D campaign in the past where I made like this race of dwarves that were basically just metalheads, and like they were just it was like a combination of orcs from 40k and dwarves in terms of how they behaved. Like whatever they believed, it would come true, but they didn't fully know it. And so like one thing they would do is they'd think that like, oh, whenever something is covered in like say hot blood, the stronger it becomes. And so like the more you slash into things, the stronger they become. And some of them have like really embraced the metal lifestyle, and like before battle would jump into cauldrons of boiling blood and somehow not die. Although they would suffer terribly, they would become absurdly jacked, and that would be I don't know, kind of a big worry for the local elven population. Anyway, oh yo guys, check it out. This is a reference to burn victims. Anyway, we got a bonfire. Let's get it. Also, where even are we? I think. Okay. What do we have? What do we have here? Yeah, we have final life. We got this. All right, taking it slow. I don't know what the gimmick of this camp is. This is kind of random, just out of nowhere. But I'm down for it. It feels kind of nice being in a place where there aren't like any like eldritch entities, and all you really get is just war atrocities. Yeah, like yeah. Oh, dude, that's crazy. Haha, dark hail. That felt really cool. Oh no, whatever that is. Okay, that actually. Okay, we're the Eldritch. Oh no, there's a paladin. The paladin. Okay. Oh, you paladin, you better stop for a second. Okay, whoever doesn't know, the paladin is in fact Y-Fat. Oh, we're getting messed up here. Ugh. Okay. I think the paladin might be inside. No, that's not him yet. Oh, you. Okay, you stay there, paladin. Paladin, this isn't okay. You okay. I guess we got a paladin now. Gosh, okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, nice, dude. Ooh. Oh, that's fucking me up. Sorry, guys. Gotta. Oh gosh, the paladin actually is pretty locked on today. Locked in even. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay, holy shit. This might be the end of me. This is a mighty paladin I'm facing. This is, in fact, the end. God, well done, paladin. Ah, very nice. Well done, man. Wifat, I will get you for that, I promise. This is not the end. Our paths will cross again, man. It's 1-to-1 now. Although, to be fair, I have, I mean, you honestly, that was completely fair on your end. I kept healing throughout the fight. You fought honorably, friend. Well done. Damn. I wish to battle you again, but that's okay. That's for another time. I think this is a foreshadowing of what is to come in the future of our journey. I think the paladin righteously punished me for the indulgence in the spells that I've been recently partaking in. The dark hail activity there. That's probably what did it. It is unfortunate to end in a defeat, but that's okay. We are going to continue on next time. Because, you know, what were we expecting from the final life? To live? No. Ultimately, death was set in stone for this life. But that's okay. There are going to be many lives to come after this one. I think we're going to begin wrapping up very shortly. If you guys wish to say anything else at this point in the chat, please do so now so that I have time to read. But this was really awesome, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. I can't believe there are currently 556 people watching as I'm speaking this right now. Y'all are incredible, man. We're gonna be probably doing this next Wednesday. I'm gonna make a community post about it. Please, like and subscribe, I guess, if you enjoy the stream and would like to stay updated about the future of these events. And consider joining our Discord. But yeah, at this point, let me see what everyone's saying. Now says, I remember them. Wasn't there a metal band face-off? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, he was there. Naus was a Rausch, a good friend of mine, inside the volcano where they lived. Yeah, there was actually, the boss fight of the metal dwarves was crazy. It was Ebor the Spinehorn. That was the name of the dwarven leader, who really was basically like a god of dwarves in the setting. And his final boss fight in the D&D was I think delightful. It took me like a week to just make the stat sheet for him. But mid-fight, the way he would interrupt it would be just he'd whip out an electric guitar and whip out a solo, and just people just would not be able to it would basically paralyze people for a bit of time for him to heal, where it'd just be the ability was just check this riff, and he'd just do a beautiful guitar solo as everyone would just kind of watch mid-fight all the time. Meanwhile, they're also in a volcano at this time, and the lava is going up, so there was a lot of tension there. He wouldn't use any kind of weapons. He just beat people with his hands, and that was delightful. I enjoyed that guy a lot. Thank you for reminding me of that, Roush. Aged Crit says, and it was awesomely crude, and it goes crazy. It goes crazy instantly. Interesting. He's got a nice claymore. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, rip. Yes. Wifat says, you shall return to the light whether you want it or not. But GG. Thank you, Wifat. I hope you still come around to these streams, even though you have defeated me at this point. Probably it is not conclusively that you defeated me, I promise. I will master more dark magics to counter your paladinness, so it'll be good. Aged Grit says, it's been fun. Take it easy. It's been really Aged Grits. Thank you so much for being in the stream. Alright, you guys. I think that's pretty much what everyone said at this point, and so I'm going to begin wrapping up the stream fully. Yeah, so thank you all so much for your time. I really appreciate y'all being here. And yeah, I really can't wait to get back to Dark Souls 2. It's going to be really fun as we continue on. Alright, let's just appreciate the light for a little bit, despite our darkness. Thank you, friends. I hope y'all have a wonderful night.